Oh, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Bottom of the Bill. We got our boys Kaleb and Kalen King here from them Vagabonds.
What's up?
Saw, dude.
Before we get started today, we're gonna do our obligatory cheers.
Yeah, cheers it up.
There we go.
Cheers, dude.
Thanks for
Cheers,
being here
boys.
to it.
Cheers,
Hey,
man.
guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're super stoked about it.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
I think I got the camera out of focus.
Oh, you did? What'd you do?
Well, you know.
Billy's not much of a tech
It's
guy.
probably my ugly
I'm a
mug
tech
up in
guy.
here,
I
dude.
noticed it.
I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me.
It's
let me,
mine and Corn Dog's ugly mug up in here, dude. Messing up the camera.
I think this is a good time to say.
It's us, dude.
It's a good
Camera's
time to
those
say
dudes are ugly.
which one of the twin boys are the prettiest. If y'all want to make a vote out there.
You guys are both kind of equally
Dumb.
ugly.
That's what I thought. that's what we've been told our entire lives. Our mom's the
There we
same way.
go.
She's like, both y'all are just ugly, dude. It's all right. Like, it's all right.
I'm learning photography.
Dude.
Yeah, you're doing a great
Someone's
job.
got to do it.
You gotta start somewhere, right?
Dude.
You do. You do. You got to start somewhere.
I think I'm doing all right.
So these guys have been friends of ours for quite some time, done plenty of shows together, and been on some of the same festivals and just shows at 1904 and Jay's Tavern, and just a bunch of cool shit over the years. So it's fun to at least get to hang with, like, you know,
Yeah, dude.
some homies
Dude, yeah.
and shit, you know.
We've never actually just kicked it without a show before,
Yeah,
so
no,
this
it's-
is cool, dude.
Yeah, it's
That's
rare,
how it is.
man.
Yeah, that's how it is with everybody right
Yeah,
now.
like
You're so
every
busy. Yeah, you're
musician's
so
the same
busy.
way,
You can't
dude,
do
yeah.
anything, man. Yeah.
So
we're getting to learn a lot about each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
for sure.
Sitting close on this couch, we're gonna get to know each other,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Right. So you guys want to give the people some background on who you guys are, what you do, and all that stuff. You guys aren't from Jacksonville, right? You're from
We are
Texas.
not.
from
We're from
Texas.
Texas. Born and raised in Texas, and then I think about 18 years old, I moved out here because I was like getting in trouble, getting close to getting in trouble, and I was like, I'm out, dude. And I moved out here to be with my fucking older brother, and we were in a band called Milltown Road,
Remember that?
and
Yeah.
that was my first band that ever like got out of the garage, you know. And I was playing actual rhythm guitar in there before I played bass in there. So then there's a long story between that too. I had to go back take care of my dad because he had neck surgery, and then when I came back out, I played bass in it. And then me and Joe were like, well, let's do like some more music like in the week because we were only playing the weekend stuff, you know. And it was like we need more than that. Like I don't want to have a day job. I want to play during the week too.
Yeah. Right.
And then I was like, we were both like, well, we need a keyboard player, so this is where he came in. We were like, hit him up. We were like, yo, we need a keyboard player, and he was just like, all right, I'll move out to Georgia and learn keyboards for you. Like,
Nice.
and then
Yeah,
literally
I
that's
pretty
what
much just
happened.
like picked up all my stuff in 1 week and was like, I guess I'm gonna learn how to play keyboards
Yeah,
now.
like,
So-
me and Joe like
happened?
drove to Texas and picked him up with all his belongings and drove him back out here. And
Two
then we
dogs
were,
and-
like, working with him to play keyboards and stuff. And
Hell
then
yeah.
somehow Vagabonds happened, and then Joe had to go take care of some business and work some because all that shit was going on. And
Truly.
then it just happened to where here we are now, man. And now we're working on an album, and
Hell
we
yeah.
have like we were supposed to be on like Rising and all that stuff too, but
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, you know
COVID got us.
it'll be back next year.
It will.
Oh,
It
yeah,
will.
dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're gonna continue to keep pushing it and everything, but like COVID got a hold of us this year, just like it has everybody else.
Yeah,
you
big
know?
time,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
affected every musician that I know of personally.
Well, of course.
Like literally has like costed like thousands of dollars for everybody around.
Yeah, man. I mean, and just like also the opportunities we've all had to miss out on. Like, you guys missed out on Swanee Rising, and
Yeah.
we missed out on like these really fucking good dates that we had in.
Dude, y'all been on the
Yeah,
road
but I
for
said
so
y'all
long
like
too.
y'all had a
It's
lot
a
of
bunch of
stuff,
road
and then
dates,
man,
yeah.
it was just like
It's been a huge bummer, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's also been a lot of good to like reflect and kind of figure out like, I don't get creative and like in different ways, you know, like
At
being able
all,
to write
ever.
music.
Yeah.
And,
Keep going.
yeah. And then on top of that, I really honestly believe that it was a good time for like bands to get even closer too.
oh, big time.
You know, because like Vagabonds, like we've for sure have gotten closer as a band and like tighter as musicians and everything because we've had the opportunity to like even like get together on a Friday night when you're not playing a gig and like play, dude, and just have that 30-40 minute jam that you're just in there playing together that you would never get to do in a bar.
Well, I mean, it's one thing if you know your band shows up for a show and you just got to play that show and then you leave. You know, but like when there's no shows and you literally can't do anything but get together and practice or hang out, and like that's all you get to do as a band now. Your band's either gonna make it or it's gonna dissolve and like you're gonna have a huge problem and it's gonna break up, dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we were just talking about before this whole thing about just trying to like stay.
Yeah, you got to stay together, and if your band's not strong enough and not cool enough as people, and just being together, then it's never gonna work. Especially in almost a 2-month break.
It's almost
no
like
shows.
it's like Castaway. If you don't keep your wits about you, you're gonna start talking to a volleyball.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's gonna dip on you, dude. Speaking of Castaway, that tooth part where he uses that ice skate, I can't watch that. I'm always like sitting there like that right there, dude.
Dude,
I'm
the
like,
plane
nah.
crash. What are you talking about?
plane
The plane
crash
crash
is
was the
nuts.
gnarliest thing ever, dude.
I love that movie.
I love that movie. Yeah.
I
you go.
haven't seen it in like 15 years, so
It's-
yeah, probably longer than
You
that.
gotta step your
Tom
Hanks
Hanks,
game up,
dude.
Yeah, I got to my Tom. I'm a big fan of Big. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie, but
It's a great one,
That's
man.
Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch.
I
Throwbacks,
can't
bro.
believe you've seen that movie.
I saw it.
You've seen Turner and
I
Hooch,
saw Turner and Hooch.
He said, "I seen it."
but you haven't seen The Matrix.
I've never seen the.
You've
Matrix.
never seen The Matrix,
I
dude?
haven't seen the Matrix.
Oh
He
man,
likes to do this
get at
to me.
it, dude.
Dude,
I know, I've
you
never
gotta
seen
watch
The
the
Matrix.
You are
Matrix.
messing
I
up,
know.
dude.
I'm gonna watch it. You just, and I guess this is a good
still
unpopular
plugged
opinion.
in.
I'm gonna save it for the end. I'm gonna save it for the end, though. I don't want to say it right now. It's an unpopular opinion. I just thought about it.
What?
So-
Okay, all right, yeah, we'll save it to later.
Dude,
see
anything
you.
to do with Keanu Reeves is always
Yeah.
like right there on my top.
Anton's over here
I was
being
actually
like,
watching Devil's
You
Advocate.
like John Wick, you don't like.
Bro, I couldn't. I saw like part of the first John Wick, and I was like, this movie sucks.
Dude, I literally
knew
just
it,
seen
I
like
knew
John
it.
Wick 3.
He hates dogs, apparently.
Dude, you gotta hate dogs.
The guy comes
Don't
to
you
my
have
house.
2 dogs?
I got one
Oh,
dog,
you got
and
one?
Billy comes over and just regularly kicks the shit out of me.
Yeah, I do.
That's the thing. I'm not lying. Billy just comes over and just kicks my fucking
That is
dog.
100%
That's
a
what he
lie.
does.
I do not kick
He
dogs.
told me
Oh,
he hates
man.
animals.
I don't hate animals.
He thinks we should just eat all animals.
Well, I mean,
Every
like,
one of them's good to
no.
go.
Dogs, cats. Where do you draw the line, Billy?
Like
Yeah,
right
dude.
around dogs, I'd say. But I was mauled by a junkyard dog when I was like 9 or
You
10.
were mauled by one, or did you get bit and you're calling it mauled?
Mauled.
You were mauled by a dog.
Uh-huh.
That
He said
explains a lot.
junkyard dog though, so he was in a
Probably,
junkyard
yeah.
when
And,
he got mauled.
Yeah, so
and
it
not
sounds
gonna
like
lie,
you kinda deserved
it
it.
kind of looks just like your dog. And I still pet it.
It
That
brings
explains all
brings
this
back
then,
the
right?
memories and
Yeah.
the first reaction.
What'd you say? All that muscle for nothing, or
All that
something?
buff for
All
nothing.
Yeah,
that
all
buff for nothing, dude.
dude.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I remember when I was in I was just out of high school, and we like a bunch of we had gotten into a big situation, and like my brother was there, and he brought like all of his like just big ass water polo wrestling friends that were gonna come and get our back, and they all fucking dipped, and me and all my homeboys just got fucking jumped by 15 dudes, and we went down with a fight, but we got fucked up. Like,
Yeah,
big
dude.
time.
Dude, yeah.
And my
You can't
brother-
trust those water polo guys,
well,
man.
I know that's what my
They'll
brother
flop
says.
on you like a fish, man. They're floppy.
That's what my brother said. He was like, he's like, man, my brother stuck around. My brother's 3 years younger than me. He was like 18. We were all like 21, 22. And he like fought with us. And afterwards, like, man, all my fucking friends just dipped out. All that fucking buff for nothing, man. I was like, yo, I'm going to use that.
You ever see
That's
Biodome
stolen.
before?
Which one?
Biodome? Polly Shore?
Biodome
Yeah,
all
yeah,
day long.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
When we talked about the swimmers, they're going out with swimmers, dude. Grave smugglers.
Like, grape smoke.
Biodome. Does that mean they go both ways?
Yeah,
That was like the first movie I remember as like a little kid, man. Joseph, our older brother, man. That was like the first. We had it on VHS and everything, man.
Yeah.
And Biodome was the shit for
He
a
said
long
that
time.
he said that our grandma took him to go see it in the movie theaters, and the whole time she had like her hand in her like, face. Like she had
funny.
like she was just like, oh my god, what did I bring my grandson to?
premium snackage,
Yeah,
buddy.
dude.
Snackage,
Polly Shore's
buddy.
like,
You guys remember a lot about this movie. I haven't.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
it's
it's
a
such a good movie, dude.
American
movie.
classic.
It's an
Yeah.
American
it
classic.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the Matrix or anything, but you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I got nothing for that one.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just
That
like,
is a great movie though, man.
Just
That
if
is-
anyone's out there and they haven't seen the Matrix, just watch.
Just
it.
get it one time.
Just watch. Like I feel like this isn't even like a public announcement. Just,
Yeah.
How have you lived this long without watching it?
Where we're gonna find out.
There's
Very unpopular opinions.
There's so many references to it all the time, constantly.
All the
Which is why I just don't get the world around me, right?
Apparently.
Yeah, because I don't get the
Yeah,
references. I'm just
Well,
like,
the,
Because
Matrix,
you're
the
still plugged
Matrix
in.
is like it's like the world is actually the Matrix, and it's a big old computer system. The
simulation
whole fucking time.
kind of thing.
dude.
Yeah.
none of this shit's real, man. You know.
Right. All
It's
that,
not real,
all
though.
that fucking tinfoil hat shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's
Science,
how it is
man,
every
they
time
gotta get you,
I'm
dude.
on like
Exactly.
psychedelics and shit. I'm like, this isn't real at all, dude. It's a bunch of fucking computers.
That's
out
how
here, dude.
that's how I felt when I watched A Clockwork Orange when I was on mushrooms.
That is
I
a
was, like,
weird
19.
movie,
It's a great
dude.
movie.
I saw it for the first time on mushrooms. I was like, yo, this movie is fucking the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Because for some reason, if I watched it now, I'd probably have a much harder time following. But like when you're tripping, it's like you catch all these little things, and you're just like, this movie is like the most genius thing ever written.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know, but I haven't watched it since, so I have to watch it
Yeah,
again.
Stanley Kubrick's the best.
Dude, the
Yeah.
band should dress up as Clockwork Orange for like a Halloween show. That would be sweet.
Yeah, that definitely would be an amazing
Jennifer
line.
hasn't seen The Matrix either.
Oh,
Jennifer,
thank you, Jennifer.
get at it, dude.
Clockwork Orange is weird. It
It
is
is
weird.
super weird.
Yeah,
Super
it's
weird.
supposed to be weird.
It's so
Yeah.
weird that Tenacious D, they made the little sploofa or whatever it's called.
Yeah, where fucking Jack
Spoofa
Black
where
gets his
Jack-
ass whooped.
Yeah, he gets his ass whooped on that
Yeah.
bench by the Clockwork Orange people that come by. Y'all ever-
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What was that for? What,
Tenacious D,
That was in
man.
Tenacious D. He does that. I don't
know
remember.
Yeah,
that.
dude.
Tenacious D?
I
No,
know
I
who
s- I
Tenacious
saw-
D is, but I don't know what you're talking about.
The
The
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pick a
Jack Black-
Destiny.
Yeah.
Pick a Destiny,
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
he-
yeah.
Because
he's
it's
like
the
laying-
pick of destiny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like laying on that bench going to sleep, and he's crying himself to sleep, and then Clockwork Orange character comes up and just whoops the shit out of him on that bench.
I do not remember
I don't
that.
remember that either.
Yeah, Kyle
is
Gass comes up and saves him or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, you better get out of here. And they're already like gone.
I do not remember that at all.
remember
Oh,
Oh,
you have to
dude.
watch it back, dude.
Tim Robbins trying to stab him, and then he just like takes like forever to like walk over. He's like, "You stay there."
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And I always do that at restaurants too, or at bars. Whenever they're like, "What would you like to drink?" I'm like, "I will take a small glass of carrot juice."
Then I will have nothing.
It's like we don't have that. So, well, then I will have nothing. I still do that. I love that movie.
I love that movie too.
All
man.
the waiters are going back in the kitchen. They're like, dude, this guy's weird as shit, man. Like, this is going to be a real weird table.
Yeah, I love when if you guys have ever worked like retail or anything like that before
Oh,
service
yeah,
industry
dude. I got fired after 2 days of that shit, dude.
shit, bro.
Literally.
He worked at a Rue 21 though.
Yeah, dude.
What is it? A Route 21?
A Route 21.
Rue
Yeah, it's like some like
It's
preppy
retarded, dude.
shit or whatever. And I'm up in there looking like I usually look, just dirty and like a hippie or whatever. And I'm just like, I can't sell this shit. Like, I'm like
Are you
look at
talking
me,
about
bro.
the store on Hodges? on Beach
Probably so.
Boulevard?
I don't know, man.
I know
It's
what
just
you're talking
like-
about. It's well, I think he didn't mean to say retail. He meant to say service job, like at a restaurant.
Or
right?
retail, anything where you deal with people.
Customer
We did
service.
Oh,
that.
I managed a Applebee's, bro.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. Actually, that
We
was
both
really-
worked at
Yeah,
Applebee's for like 2 years. While
Yeah.
I wasn't
man.
like confirmed manager, but they sure did give me that manager card. Was like, here, run the whole restaurant. It's like, okay. And then I had to
Route
do
20
all the stuff on the computer.
Mountain Girls
too
had
and all
Route
that
21s
crap.
for
It's
little
like,
girls.
ridiculous, dude. A Route 21 is for little girls, Mountain Girl. It
I was
is,
like
yeah.
17, 16 working at this place, all right?
He just had to get a job, and then that was
Yeah.
the one that accepted him. And then he like spent 2 days there, and he was like, "Yeah, this ain't for me at
Dude,
all." Yeah.
I worked a Black Friday and they fired me that Saturday, dude. I was like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They threw him to
We
the
don't,
wolves.
we don't even need you for the weekend.
Yeah,
but
dude,
the
it was just
busiest
like-
weekend of the year. We don't need
Don't
you.
even need
Get
you.
outta
it's probably
here.
because like I just walked around just looking at clothes the whole time, like that's ugly as shit. That's ugly. Like I wouldn't wear that. I wouldn't wear that. Like, hey, you know my size? I don't give a shit about your size, man. It's your size, dude. You do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, retail sucks. I think it was what was the synopsis of that.
Well, yeah, but also because like when they do, what happened?
No. I was just saying, this guy Paul said he saw the Tenacious D in
Oh.
fucking
Oh
Orlando.
yeah, he's a big. That's my good friend.
That's dope.
Danny Seitz. He fucking loves Jack Black and Tenacious.
Well, that's
Tenacious
super
D is
cool. I
awesome.
bet that was tremendous, man. I bet that was an awesome time.
Fuck.
Here's the
Fucking-
thing: is Kyle Gass really that good on guitar in real
yeah.
life? Is he?
Oh yeah,
KG.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
time.
I loved when I was in high school and that movie came out. I was like obsessed
Yeah,
with
me
Tenacious
too.
D.
Saw
And I
it
always
like
wanted to learn tribute, which is like
Same
such a good
here,
song.
dude. Same
But the
here.
thing is, like
Good.
half the
This is
song is
just a
spoken,
tribute, dude.
Yeah.
so it's like I don't like doing the whole spoken thing.
Nah.
Yeah.
So it's like
I'll
when
do
I
it.
tried to learn it, I was like, I
he's
don't
got
want
it.
to speak this.
Absolutely.
So
Well, our mom, dude, she tried her best not to let us see that movie.
really,
Dude.
Yeah.
We
Bro,
couldn't
that's
even-
like-
we
you're
couldn't
a
watch-
musician, you
Our
have to see that movie.
grandfather's a pastor. Like he died like when she was 7, but like she tried her best like to like raise us godly and everything. And we're good people, but we
Praise
just,
the Lord.
We don't go there.
Praise the Lord.
But we won't go there. We won't go there. But yeah, it's like she like tried her best not to let us see that movie, and then we saw it, and we were just like, yeah, like
Dude.
rock and roll's the way to go, man.
It's kind of like the Tommy or like a rock opera like of our generation though.
No.
If you're a musician, you have to. Are you kidding me?
We're talking about movies.
No. If you're a musician,
no one to talk.
bro, get the fuck out of here. If you're a musician,
Get out of my house.
you have to see
Mama tried.
you have to see Tenacious D. If you're a musician,
Okay, all right, yeah.
yeah, okay, so
So then you're gonna compare it to Tommy and the Pinball Wizard.
yeah,
Really?
yes,
Okay,
of our
alright.
era.
I
yeah,
love
for
that
sure.
freaking song though.
I gotta say it. Use the cock.
Yeah, that's
I could not say it. They say that in
We're
Tenacious
doing cock
D, and
push-ups?
he uses it to get the pick of destiny, dude. You gotta say it.
Like our
You
generation.
can't let that movie go and not say that quote.
Our generation wasn't as classy as the previous generation.
No, not at all,
the
dude.
Tommy of today is Tenacious is Pick of Destiny, and I'll stand by that statement to the day I
That's one
die.
of the, that was one of Jack Nicholson's first movie was Tommy, and then secondly, the Elton John scene. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Tommy's the Pick of Destiny is amazing.
Yeah.
Don't compare it to that.
It's at that level for sure.
Yeah.
Tenacious,
Why?
better than okay.
You
okay.
should say it's our generation's Moulin Rouge. How about that?
What's that?
Exactly.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm right there with you on too. Like, what's
yeah.
that?
I do
Billy
know what
knows
it
the
is.
deep cut movies, dude.
Moulin
I
Rouge.
do love movies.
I do know that one. I just never watched it because I'm not a 60-year-old woman.
Oh, shots fired.
All right. Yeah,
Oh, man.
It came out in 2001.
Yeah, and old women liked it then too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They really did.
Just yeah.
God, that movie's so
Oh,
bad.
Jonesy's on here now, boy. What's up,
Jonesy.
though? What's up, Jonesy?
My boy.
Well, truly.
Hell yeah.
So, anyways, you guys back to the music stuff.
After the 30-minute.
For 20 minutes. That's-
Yeah.
So you guys are working on some new music. You
Yeah.
guys are working on a new album. How much of it is your music? Are you guys doing any covers on there?
Not any covers.
Not any covers on the album.
Hell
Yeah.
It's your first
we're-
album,
we're
right?
gonna
It's our
do-
first album.
It's our
Nice.
first album. Yeah, I was on albums with Milltown did 4 albums, and I was on 2 of them, so that was cool. And then, but this is gonna be our first album together as brothers,
As twins, yeah, as
and then
brothers
as,
and
as a
stuff, you
band
know?
as well. And we're gonna do like a little EP, just like a 5 little track thing.
Yeah,
Way
man.
to
Just,
do it, bud. No shame.
Yeah, dude.
what we want to do though, what we want to think about doing is just like do like a couple EPs a year. You know,
At least 2 EPs a year, put it out there.
2 EPs a year, just like a couple of
that's
5
smart,
tracks.
bud.
You know, just smack it out like that.
Are you
instead
guys
of-
writing that consistently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I live a pretty
Yeah.
I live a pretty boring life, dude. Either I work and then go home and hang out with my cat. So I'm pretty much always on a keyboard, I write music pretty,
He does write most of our
I write a lot
music.
of-
He writes most of our music and most of our lyrics.
No
and
kidding,
then
really?
We come
Yeah, I write a
together,
lot of
and
it.
then we come together, and then I'll be like, "Yo, dude, this
Let's
kinda
tweak
sounds
it.
like
Let's do this
walking,
right here, you
Let's
know?
do maybe change this over here to this point in time."
Right.
And then we go from there, and then
After like a 15-minute bickering session between both of us, he's like, "Let's change this." Like, no,
Yeah,
I wrote
yeah.
this. It's my song. Blah blah blah. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, all right, that does
Yeah.
sound good. Okay, we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
change it up a little bit.
That's like what we do.
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
See,
Except we're not brothers. Or
No,
See,
we just-
dude.
we
Twins.
fight like it though.
yeah,
Dude.
I can see that, dude. Y'all are just like us, man. Like, yeah.
yeah, Jared and Brent always talking about, man, after 15 minutes of y'all arguing, we could probably get a practice done. But the arguing is where the good stuff comes out of, okay?
It,
Like,
it truly is though. Like once you get to that point to where you're just like there being like, if you don't shut up and just listen to me for 1 fucking second.
Yeah, Bill.
we will go in the backyard right
You know, just like, yo, dude, let me just show you the chord progression before you tell me I'm an idiot.
Yeah, Bill.
Man, you can say all you want to, but if I had that exact same conversation with you,
Yeah, for sure. It goes, but it's a two.
Oh,
it
it's definitely two
It
ways,
It goes
dude.
both ways
yeah.
for sure, dude.
You should
yeah.
see us in the studio. If we're working on something, like, yo, don't like try it like this. He's like, I think that idea is stupid. I'm just like, then at that point, I'm like, I'll be a dick. I'm like, well, it's my fucking song, so let's do it. And then,
you'll
So
pull
just
rank.
do it, yeah.
but you do it all. What we try to do the same thing with one of his tunes, and Sean was like, "Yo, we should bring the dynamic down here." He's like, "No, it's a dumb idea." And Sean's like, "Let's just try." He's like, I got to pull rank here, guys. This is my fucking song, so we're just gonna play it that way. I'm like, when he did that, I was like, "Oh, that's how." So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use that too. I'm
you
gonna
put
do that too.
oh,
Okay, Bill,
okay, dude.
Bill,
All right.
Look, I mean, if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Hey,
Hey, dude.
Hell
You
yeah.
did
Run
you
it,
did
bro.
first though. That's the whole thing. This is what we do. Then it's
Yeah.
like a blame game. That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
So you know.
Dude,
First?
we're the
We
same
can't hear
way.
Billy very well.
Can't hear
Madison
Billy very
says.
well.
come on, Billy.
I'm so sorry. I'll turn myself up a little bit. Oh yeah, I don't know.
He's a real soft-spoken guy. So
I'm about to say it's probably because we're all loud as shit.
Yeah, we talk loud. So
No, it's okay.
I get told probably like 20 times a day I'm the loudest son of a bitch anybody else's knows. And it's like, especially when I get drunk, dude, I'm a loud individual.
that happens to me too, bro. But not in the sense where it's like obnoxiously loud, but just like my voice carries.
Me too.
So it's like if I could be speaking at a normal speaking volume, doesn't sound loud, but for whatever reason you hear it a fucking mile away.
Yeah, dude.
It's just carries. You're just
There
like,
was
we
were
stop
hanging
talking,
in.
I'm just like, fuck, okay.
We were hanging in Fly Styles one night, man, and like it was me, Corn Dog, and I think Mountain Girl, and maybe some other people, whatever. But this dude behind me was just like, "Man, shut up." There we go, dude.
With the killer, dude.
There we go. But the guy was like, "Man, this guy just won't shut up." I didn't hear the dude because I'm like, I have a hard of hearing or whatever. And Corn Dog turns around, he's like, "What'd you say, bro?" And
I
like,
almost whooped his
yeah,
ass at the
dude.
bar.
It was so funny, and he was like, "Man,"
he was acting like he was having a horrible time, and he just kept talking about him, like not knowing that I was his twin. It's like, first of all, how the hell do you not know we're brothers?
Yeah, right.
Like both of us have long blonde hair at this point in time.
You're gonna sit there and just like say all this bullshit underneath your voice, like,
Yeah.
dude, like if you're gonna talk shit, be a man and talk shit.
Yeah, totally.
Being from Texas, like that's just how we were raised. You know, if you're gonna say something, just say it, boy. Say it with your chest, man. Don't say it all like this guy is just talking too much.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't be a girl about it, man. Like fucking say something, dude. If
Yeah.
you're gonna say something, then we'll go about it that way. But the way he just went about it, and then I just like. I got a temper sometimes, so it was just like I'm just gonna hit this motherfucker.
He got a temper some. He said he got a temper sometime.
Yeah,
This
that's-
motherfucker's a
yeah.
hot head,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. I do. I've learned to put it all back and just leave it. You know, leave it alone. Get alone.
Sometimes it's
and
just best to just leave it alone.
Dude,
you
you
know?
know,
Hey,
and,
sometimes
like-
you just gotta leave the bar, bro. Just go
Yeah.
ahead and get out of there, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Because
what it is, man. Like
if
you
it ain't
know.
gonna go anywhere else but up, just
Plus,
go,
I don't want to
dude,
hurt
leave.
nobody, and I don't want to get hurt myself. Like getting punched just sucks.
Sucks.
Balls. It sucks ass.
And also,
you know?
like these days, man, it's like you never know who's carrying and who wants to be.
Nah,
stupid, you know?
shit, they don't.
Everyone's
do
got something to
it ain't
prove.
just boxing no more, bro. It's
Yeah.
weapons and
Yeah.
stuff. It's like,
Exactly.
no,
I've never
man.
been punched before,
Yeah, we know.
Have you
Okay.
not, man, dude?
which is amazing because the amount of things that I say to people.
Just do yourself a favor.
That's-
Just do
You're
yourself a
like,
favor
dude.
and don't get punched. We used to go outside in our front yard, dude. Our mom would just be like, take it outside. We'd go out there and just have a
Go to
full
work,
on
dude.
boxing match out our
Yeah.
front
By the way,
yard.
it's been
Like,
a little
we
while. We
literally-
still
we
do it.
literally hit each other at the same time, fucking just rocked each other and just knocked each other both out.
Just
And just laid each other out in the front yard.
Lost your hat,
and
dude.
like it was like, mom didn't care because she was the one that told us to go out. So we just like we're laid out in the front yard, dude, just out there. And then we woke up, we're just like, damn.
It's way back there, dude.
It's
There we
like
go.
It's like
What part of Texas y'all from?
we are from Tyler,
Tyler,
Texas.
man.
Oh,
It's
Tyler,
a,
which
Texas.
is-
yeah, it's
I
a
know
little.
where- I know where- I know
Yeah,
where-
yeah.
Nice, dude.
Where-
You're probably the
where's
only
Tyler,
person in
Texas?
all the world.
Tyler, Texas is a little small town about 2 hours southeast of Dallas.
Yeah.
okay.
We're actually 2 hours southeast of Dallas and then 2 hours from the Louisiana border about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're a little small town that used to be like cow farms and stuff.
ZZ Top actually recorded their first
First
album.
album.
That's where I know Tyler.
Yeah.
Texas. I'm
Yeah.
like, I know the name. But I've never.
At the
I don't
Rose
know
Yeah,
where
that's
Studio,
what it
dude.
is,
It
man.
was
They-
sick.
yeah,
Where's
at the
ZZ Top
Rose.
from? They're from Texas?
Oh
They're-
yeah.
Oh
They
yeah,
are.
they're definitely from Texas.
Big time.
Billy
Big
Gibbons.
time.
Billy Gibbons. I'm pretty sure is from Austin, and Dusty and Frank is from Dallas, I believe.
Billy Gibbons from
Yeah,
Houston.
I was
Caleb's
about to say
wrong
one of
again.
them was from
Houston,
for
Houston.
sure.
Billy
Yeah,
Gibbons from
sorry.
Houston.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah.
Caleb doesn't know ZZ Top very well. I do.
Dude.
That's why I have the ZZ Top tattoo.
ZZ Top like the Leonard Skinner of Texas?
You
Oh,
know
dude.
it.
dude.
You
But like,
know
take
it.
Leonard, but like,
I'm about to piss off half Jacksonville,
I'm
but they're
putting it
better than
together
Skinner.
now.
Dude,
They're
that's what
so
I was-
much better than
that's what
Skinner.
I was about to say. Like, take Leonard Skinner and
They're
do it like
so much
10
better than
times
Skinner.
more, dude.
Yeah.
Listen
yeah.
to the first 4 albums of ZZ Top and bring Skinner to me, brother. Come on.
The
Four
first
albums?
seven. The
The
first
first
7
four.
albums. The
Yeah.
first 7 albums of Skinner.
ZZ Top is the
First
baddest
seven.
band, dude.
Seven
Even
albums.
Whitney's like, yep.
You gotta think it's a
Zay-
three-piece going up like what? Leonard's is 7-piece.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
so like,
3 guitar
Yeah.
players and shit. You got
Yeah.
just fucking
Yeah.
Billy Gibbons, bro.
Billy
Yeah.
Gibbons
It's
is
just
tearing it up, dude.
listen to
Tearing
Asleep
it
in the
up.
Desert at the last song of Tejas
Yeah.
and Come to Me, dude.
That being said, though, watch the ZZ Top documentary on Netflix for all you people out there.
I gotta do it. I
They
haven't done
are,
it yet.
they are.
What's
the-
Whatever,
called?
Mountain Girl.
It's called ZZ Top, dude. You
Oh,
just type
just
in
straight
ZZ
up?
Top, and it's like, it's probably called the Little Band from Texas.
She's over here talking shit, dude.
She
Yeah,
said
she
yes.
said-
to that, she said
It
yes
is.
to that being
Can I, like,
Skinner forever.
Right, yeah, I saw that
I
coming.
know.
All right.
We, her and I have this conversation all the time.
Can I make
Yeah.
a beer
We'll
run
be-
right quick?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
against
yeah,
the law?
Yeah, we got
Give me
got
one too. But we have this conversation all the time
Make
because
sure to
she's
close
like,
that door.
she loves Skinnerd and I love Skinnerd too. Skinnered's amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate
But
him.
Skinnerd is, it is what ZZ Top is in Texas.
Yeah.
So it's that Southern rock band. But when it comes down to it, I just always go into the point of it's a 3-piece versus a 7-piece.
Yeah, not really
And
comparable.
then it's not really comparable, and I just leave it at that because, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit there and carry on like a huge conversation about what's better? It's like, no, dude, they're both awesome.
Yeah, they're both great.
They're
man.
both incredible
You can't
bands.
cut Skinnerd
that-
at all. Like Skinnerd is freaking Skinnerd.
Yeah.
Skinnerd is dope, dude.
It's-
But at
it's
the same
funny.
time,
It's funny.
I don't know. We're gonna talk about Southern rock today. I don't know.
I actually didn't really. So, like, growing up down south, Skinner's not really a thing.
Oh,
right?
down
So-
south. He's from this Tony 305 in the building. Everybody.
They're not a huge thing down south. Like really?
Not Miami, no. Hell
Really?
no. It's
Man.
bro. It's 70% Cuban down there.
bring the beer,
It's
Jonesy.
like,
Bring the beer, Jonesy.
Dude, if you want to, Bubba, come on, dude.
So when I first came up here, and like, but the thing is, down south people still yell Freebird at every bar. It's weird. So it's like,
It's
what-
stupid weird.
So when I came up here, I'm thinking like, okay, first off, no one's gonna yell Freebird at a bar in Jacksonville. They're from Jacksonville. There's no way they would do that
Where do
in
you think it
Jacksonville.
started?
I was fucking
They
wrong.
love it, bub.
Number
Yeah.
one. So number two, I always had like my dad never raised us on Southern rock at all. It was always more like blues rock and like Led Zeppelin and like the kind of that side of it. So for me, Southern rock, like I grew up thinking like, okay, well it's just like I don't know, like racist people listen to Southern rock. That's I'm not saying that's what, bro. I had to learn.
Wrong
You had to
crowd.
learn, yeah.
I had to learn.
Yeah.
I had to learn. I learned.
Well, that's
real
just that stupid shit, man. It's
Yeah.
like
Hey, Cordova's on
you,
this
you
thing.
gotta be a racist to be to
Yeah.
listen to Skinner. It's like, no, dude. How about I just like sick ass guitar riffs, good
Yeah,
vocals,
so-
and like dope drum fills, man.
So my dad is that the one that told
Zeppelin
me that?
all the way. That's my best friend from Texas. Jake
Yeah, that's old
Cordova.
Snake right there.
That's my bub. That's my snake.
Snake,
That's
what's
Snake.
up, dude? Zeppelin's
I
not
met
the
him
best.
in middle school. Just to
to
interrupt right quick, I met him in
Yeah.
middle school, and he was a quiet, timid kind of guy, and I didn't shut the hell up. So he was my target. Like,
He got stuck.
and then we've been
Sometimes.
friends ever since. So
Hell
it's
yeah,
funny
that's
that he's
awesome.
watching right now.
Hey, thanks
but-
for tuning in, man.
Thanks, bruh.
Snake.
So my dad didn't instill that became my perception because of like if you like down south, if you saw someone like with a Confederate flag, like that means they were probably a little on that side,
Yeah.
and they were always
Yeah.
blasting Skinners.
Yeah.
So it was like just
Well,
my
yeah.
perception became that. I moved here and I was like, oh. Like, okay, most people that like Skinner are fucking really good people, actually.
Yeah.
Number one. And number two, we actually listened to some Skinner on the road just to see, I've never really listened to
check
them.
it, yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is badass.
Dude,
This is some nasty
Skinner
guitar
gets
shit
it,
going
dude.
on.
Dude,
Yeah.
The
They
drum roll
get it.
Artemis
Yeah.
Powell does
Working
on
for the
Working for the
MCA.
MCA
Yeah. Is one of the nastiest,
Right in the middle, dude. It's the
fastest. Yeah.
nastiest shit.
Yeah.
He's wearing no shirt, like cutoffs up to where you can almost see his shit.
Yeah.
And like tall socks and some
Yeah.
like Nike dad shoes.
Yeah,
Hitting
yeah.
it, dude.
It's awesome.
It's just like, and then the best part about the whole video, right, is Leon Bridges, the bass player,
Yeah.
goes to run out because everybody's
He's
running out
following
right here,
everybody
whatever.
out. That's in
and
Germany.
His cord is too short, and he like
He gets
almost
jerked
gets like
back.
jerked back.
Yeah, he gets.
It's so dude,
My hat's
leave
gone.
the hat.
I'm leaving the hat. The hat's gone. But he gets jerked back and almost falls back because he's wearing these high top shoes, and he's like,
And like
he's
a British
he
police
almost
hat.
gets
Like,
jerked
it's so
back.
funny.
Yeah. This is the funniest shit ever.
That's fucking awesome.
That's in Germany, and like they're in Germany, and that is the show that everybody gets pissed off at because like right in the middle of one
Huge
of the shows,
rebel flag in
a
the
huge
back,
rebel
dude.
flag is just
Like,
dropped in the back of it. It's
Huge,
just,
dude.
like it's like Willie Nelson and the Texas flag. I don't know if y'all
Yeah.
ever seen Willie Nelson, but when Willie Nelson walks out, they drop the flag behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like literally like a fucking 40 by 20 foot flag. It's just gigantic Texas flag just drops down, and
That's pretty
everybody
dope.
from Texas that likes Willie Nelson just like
Fuck yeah.
Wow!
Dude,
Like,
I had an ex-girlfriend buy me third row, like almost dead center tickets to Willie Nelson for me and her or whatever, right? And she told me about it, and I texted her back. I was like, listen, like this is gonna be the biggest dick move I've ever pulled in my entire life, but I'm taking corn dog. she was like, what? I was like, dude, I gotta take my twin brother. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, our grandmother. Yeah,
That's
I was
awesome.
like, our grandmother like
Yeah.
pretty much raised us on Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, this is like dream theater right here, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, yo, dude, I'm a dick, but like corn dogs coming with me, bro. Like that's just what's gonna
He did,
happen.
he-
Like you bought them for
did.
me, so I should be able to choose who I take. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That was probably like the thing that like ruined that whole relationship.
Oh, really?
There was
Yeah.
a whole lot. There was a whole lot of
I'm
like, a whole lot
super
more
grateful
stuff,
for
dude.
it too. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
like,
rolled on the way down. We rolled like 3 honkers, bro, ready to blaze up. Willie Nelson, whatever. We get there, man. There's nothing but grandpas and then like the
surrounded,
grandchildren all around us.
Yeah. So
Damn.
we couldn't even smoke at a Willie Nelson concert that we were definitely gonna burn down at.
Yeah, we were gonna get
Like we were ready to rock and roll and just send these joints around and just get everybody high. And it was, like there was kids all around us, man.
It was,
it was
such
ridiculous.
a funny thing.
We were
man.
pissed that we were down like up there because that's where all the rich people and the old guys were, and then we turned
That makes
around
sense, yeah.
and like all the cool folks were up here where we should have been. If we'd have bought tickets, we'd have been up there because we ain't rich, so we wouldn't no way we could afford
Yeah,
third row.
nosebleeds are always a way to go.
You know,
Yeah, that's
so
where you get away with more shit.
we're down here and we're just like, man, the whole thing smells like weed, but nobody down here is burning. Like,
Right. So it's
yeah, so like everybody's like, we're like, man, shit, dude.
I'm pretty sure we took her car to that show too.
We did. We took. Yeah, we did.
Yo, that's
we did.
that's
We
some
did.
baller shit
Yeah,
right there.
dude,
That's a
yeah.
baller move.
You gotta,
I
you
even
gotta do
told
what you gotta
Caleb-
do, Bubba. You know what I'm
We're
saying?
on the way down there, and I was like, Kev, you do realize that like this is it, right?
Yes. Bro, so I have a similar story about the weed scenario at a concert, where it was a bunch of old people. So when we were in high school, my friends and I were like really big in to like the hippie kind of folk stuff, so like Peter, Paul, and Mary, like that kind of whole scene. So they had a thing at this place called Reynolds Park in Miami, and it was called Hippie Fest. So it was a bunch of like old like folk bands, and it's so like not rock and roll, right? so we go there, and it's like literally just a bunch of like really old people, and then like their families. So we set up we set up our spot that we're gonna be chilling at for the day. It's like way back away from the stage, so we can like smoke and do our thing. So we have like a bunch of shit rolled up, and like we're sitting there. We set up like on the side of this hill, and like as we're smoking, this like family comes up and sets up like right in front of us. So we're like, okay, this is kind of weird. So my boy is like sitting there with his sunglasses on. After this family sets up in front of us, and he takes a hit, and then blows out this huge thing of smoke, and then the mom turns around right as he does it. And I'm talking like the kind of smoke where you don't even like it's so thick it didn't even look like he inhaled. That's how thick it was.
Wow.
So it's like a huge thing, and it goes right in her face. And he has his sunglasses are so dark where you can't see his eyes. So he's just
But really, he's just like, holy shit,
bro. All he does is just like, he hits it and then blows it out, and she just sits there and it's like gets it in her face and looks and stares at him. He's just sitting there. Doesn't move, doesn't flinch. I just
Kind of like Neo from the Matrix.
yeah, like Neo.
kind of like Neo from the Matrix.
That's Martin Lawrence's character.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lawrence Fishburne. Sorry, that was my bad. Anyways, like he doesn't fucking flinch. I was dying laughing. I was
Yeah,
like, bro,
I bet,
this like,
I
you
would've been
couldn't
dying
write.
laughing,
Yeah,
dude.
you
Yeah.
couldn't write this shit.
Yeah,
dude.
not
It's
at all.
just
Not at all.
That
dude.
shit that happens spontaneous at like shows and stuff is like the best stuff that you'll always remember your entire life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, we got to fucking.
or weird festivals like that where you're just like, what the fuck am I doing here, man? Like,
Yeah, well,
you
that's
know?
what we ended up going to see Fish in Alpharetta, Georgia.
Nice.
After the end of one of our runs, we had played like somewhere in South Carolina and a couple spots in North Carolina.
I remember seeing that y'all did that, man.
Yeah.
I don't even
remember
remember
that.
the run that we did now that you talk about it, but I remember going to the fish.
Yeah,
It was
I-
like y'all's first big run after you got that van, right?
No, we hadn't even had the van yet. We were
Oh,
in
really?
this SUV. So
I
we
don't
What was
Yeah.
it like?
Yeah.
Sean's
Yeah. I
like
remember.
77th fucking fish show or something like that.
42nd Fish Show, I
That's
think.
what I thought.
You were
Yeah,
way
that's-
off,
I just
dude.
remember
Dude,
my
when he
unpopular
said
opinion.
we
Keep
were at
going.
Cosmic Barley hanging out with y'all after y'all set, right?
Oh yeah, that's
Remember
right.
that? Remember that? And it was me and Mountain Girl, and we were hanging out with y'all at Cosmic
Yeah,
Barley.
okay, I remember
And
that.
then we were talking to y'all, and we were like something about fish. We were watching Antelope, that band
Yeah, Antelope, the Fish Trippy band,
I
yeah.
let him use my keyboard stand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
and then
nice.
We were
So
hanging
So
out,
I had to stay.
and then yeah, you had to say.
Dude, I'm so glad other keyboardists
And then
have to
Whitney
use
was
other
like-
keyboardist stands and shit because I have to do that sometimes too, dude.
And then Whitney was like talking about some like how many shows she had seen or something like that. And then Sean was like, yeah, I had seen like I'm on like 42, and I like it blew my fucking mind that he had seen somebody 42 times.
Well, you have to understand. Sean did a lot of those New Year's Eve runs.
Okay.
With them. So
Yeah, you get.
When he's
done
like
a lot
he's done
of
to 40
four
separate
shows in a row
shows.
or
Yeah,
something
it
like
was
that,
like
yeah.
he'd go to like 4 or 5 shows.
At like
in a
New
row.
York
But
and
it
shit.
was like crazy
yeah.
because like
Yeah.
That's where
I
he's
thought
from
like
Long
seeing
Island.
people like
Oh,
13
okay,
times
I
is
remember that.
nuts.
Yeah, oh,
I had
yeah.
seen- I had seen widespread like 14 times I think or something like that, something close to that. But I was like, man, that's pretty high for
I've
that.
seen the
And then he
biscuits
was
above
like,
that
I had
times.
seen Fish 43 times, and I was like, I did the slow mo like motion, like, oh my
They're
god,
amazing.
you know,
Andrew,
like
was his
40?
name Munger?
Yeah, it's a lot, bro.
Aaron Magner.
I can't
Aaron
imagine.
Magner, it's freaking amazing.
What I will say about Fish though is that I don't. And I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this one.
Go ahead.
When it comes to like the heavy like 20-minute jams and shit,
Love it.
it's for me. It doesn't really it doesn't do it for me. I like to hear the songs played through, and I like to hear like these big arrangements and all
Yeah.
and everything. That not to say I don't like jamming. I personally love jamming, and
Yeah.
it's cool to watch sometimes. But sometimes you get a little long. When we saw Fish, I think every musician should go and see Fish.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's like
They're
those-
masters, dude.
It's
They're like,
yeah, it's-
Unpopular topic. Trey Ben fucks Fish, dude.
That's really good.
Trey Ben kills Fish.
oh yeah, 100%.
I'm out.
Yeah.
100%. I'm out.
No,
Please,
I gotta go.
mic
I gotta
drop.
get some beer. I'll be right back. Man, I'm out.
hey, dude, I got 4 beers right here, dude.
Oh, he's got.
Okay.
So Kalen's gotta go take a piss, guys. Sorry.
We're the worst podcast guests they've ever
No,
had.
bro, I do
We
this
just
all
gotta
the
keep
time
on
on the
leaving.
podcast. I always get him pour more drinks.
Oh, really?
And
Cool.
then
Okay.
Bro's like, can you get me one too? And I just pour him like all drink and like no coke
Yeah,
at all,
dude.
just to piss him
And
off.
Oh, you gotta like straight up like hit him in the mouth, dude.
yeah, exactly.
You hit him in the mouth without actually hitting him in the
But
mouth.
that don't
you know?
taste good at all.
Jonesy agrees with me.
Yeah.
Didn't end well.
So like, I've never actually listened to Fish. Like, I listened to a little bit of Fish. Even I have a Fish pin, and like I'm a Fish poser. Like
Yeah.
I look like a Fish dude, but I'm not.
yeah.
There's something about like Paige McConnell, the keyboard player.
Yeah, he's
Fantastic.
Yeah,
dude.
he's
that
mad-
dude is
they're all
nasty.
really good
They're all
musicians,
really
yeah.
good musicians, man. They fantastic groups of dudes. But like I'm the same way with the jam. Like I don't like a song to go 45 minutes unless it's Allman Brothers like Mountain Jam.
Right.
Like some because Allman Brothers is my shit.
He's
you know?
not a big Allman
Oh,
Brothers
you're not a
guy.
big Allman Brothers? Come on, dude.
Billy hates
Yeah.
good
I
music.
get it.
He has to.
Yeah,
He has to.
Billy likes 4
Nah, but,
deep German house music
Yeah, I like it
and
like
Hank
Private
Williams,
Vibe.
and that's it.
Yeah.
There's
Dude,
no
Hank
in
Williams
between.
Jr., senior, or the third?
Hank Williams.
Hank
senior.
Hank the
Dude,
third, bro.
I will get down with some senior too, dude.
I'll get down
I-
with some
my
Hank the
favorite.
third too. Hank Williams Jr.
Hank the third's a wild son of a bitch.
Hank
Junior
the
can
third-
go
it's
can get
probably
the fuck
in that
out of
order.
here.
Hank Senior, then the third, and then
Yeah, it's all it is.
Yeah.
dude.
Well, Hank Senior's great. Hank the third is a monster.
Yeah.
And then Junior can get the fuck out of here.
You don't like Bo Cephas?
Bro, he basically started pop country. Is all I'm saying.
Bro,
That's all I'm
dude.
saying.
Everybody.
Hank
loves-
Jr.
Anton's over here being
I know.
blasphemous,
I'm just
dude.
saying,
I
bro.
walked. Are you talking about Hank Jr.?
Yeah, Hank
Dude,
Jr.
Bo Cephas,
Hank
dude.
Jr. basically started pop country.
Billy Ray
Changed my mind.
Cyrus and-
Changed my
and-
mind.
and Billy Ray Cyrus and Garth Brooks started pop country in the
Hank
90s.
Jr. was before Garth
I
Brooks.
understand that.
Right.
But
Dude, when I
Break Your Heart and
My achy
Friends in
break
Low
your heart.
Places, yeah,
Garth
like
Brooks
that
started the headset. That's all I gotta say. That pow, boy.
Dude, when
I love
when
Hank
I
the
first
Third,
cut
though.
my mullet, man, I got so much Billy Ray Cyrus pictures in my freaking messenger board. Like just everybody, dude, everybody sent me freaking Billy Ray Cyrus, and I was like, or Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
I
like
can see
that, dude. I cut my mullet because I got so much Joe Dirt freaking
Bro,
jokes
you had to
in
see
my
that.
life.
You had to see that coming, bro. You had to see that coming.
Oh, for
He
sure.
didn't
I-
cut his mullet.
but
for
it was
that.
like
He
it
didn't
was
cut his mullet
every
for that.
day.
Why'd he
It
cut
was
his mullet?
every day.
He
Why'd he
cut
cut
his
his mullet?
mullet because he's a fucking sissy. That's what he cut his mullet. for.
Whatever, dude. Whatever,
He cut his
dude.
mullet because he's a sissy. And first of all, I'm gonna say it to everybody out there. That mullet that he had, that was the band's mullet.
That's good.
Hey,
And he
when I
caught-
cut it, he was like, "Dude, you didn't fucking ask the
You
band
didn't-
to
yeah.
cut it." I was
That
like,
was the
"What?"
band's mullet, and he did not consent the band when he made that fucking decision to cut
Yeah,
that
that was
mullet.
trademark.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah,
and
dude."
I
He
was
was
pissed. I was pissed because we didn't do like the whole like, hey man, like help us get to 2,000 likes, we'll cut a mullet. It was like, no, when we get to 2,000 likes, he's getting a fucking mullet.
Yeah, you
So-
fucking
Oh,
did
yeah,
it too.
dude, yeah.
So we weren't like out there like reaching for likes and shit. We
Wait,
were
that
just
was-
saying like, hey man, when this happens, because me and Greg literally 2 months before that, we were in the backyard of his house like chilling out, and we were like, dude, somebody has to have a mullet, and he was like trying to get me to have a mullet, and I was like, dude, I've been growing my hair for like 6 years. No way in hell I'm ever gonna get a mullet.
Yeah.
Cut my hair. So then he was like, well, who can we do it? And I was like, I got just the sucker.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Just the sucker.
I got just the sucker. So I was like,
Hey,
got
dude.
it. And then when it came down to it, dude, and we were like right there at the 2,000 mark, like I was like, dude, that's it. Like when we get to 2,000 likes, he'll get a mullet. And then
I was
he
wondering
agreed
why
to
I
it.
had it. I didn't know that was a contest.
That was
though.
it.
Yeah,
Like,
it was pretty
it
much
wasn't
just like
like-
it wasn't anything where like I was wanting to just make people like my band and shit. It was just like
It's a good
I
one.
really wanted a mullet.
It
you
wasn't.
know, for
It
some
wasn't.
fucking
Yeah, it
reason.
wasn't a fishing for likes. It was a celebration of hitting 2,000.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, dude,
I get
You
it.
know,
I get it.
and so like when
Let's
we
party
got
together,
2,000,
shoot a
he
mullet.
got a fucking mullet, and then when we did the mullet, it ended up being super fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like he ended up pulling it off way better than anybody else could.
Bro, this is why your band works so well, because you guys are just like authentic as fuck. It's not about like, yo, how can we get more likes? How can we get more people? It's all about like, yo, we're just gonna be authentically us, and people. And that's what really sells, bro.
Yeah.
That's why it works
if
so
you-
well.
If you can't be yourself and like, y'all know we like to freaking party and
Yeah,
rave,
yeah.
dude. You know, if you can't be yourself, then like the fakeness is only gonna go as long as you.
I
can
think
pull it
also
off.
on
And
top of
being,
that-
like,
I think
you
also
know,
on top
just,
of that,
dude,
though,
be
is, like,
yourself
we-
and like party, bro.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
on top of that,
Get it,
like
dude.
you said, though,
like my motto right now is get it, dude.
Yeah,
Just
get
like
it.
I will yell it for every fucking thing I do. Just
Yeah.
get it. You know,
you know, what, and a big thing like you said.
weird,
You gotta write a
but, like,
song
the-
called "Get It." It's that name of the album.
Get it, get it,
Album
get
name.
it.
Get it.
It might
Yeah,
be.
right.
But
But the thing
You
like you
don't
said
really
is
know.
like we like to party, we have a good time, and shit like that. But like our big thing is even growing up, like yo man, we're having a fucking blast, just being who we are and just like having a great time, and we want y'all to as well.
Right.
So we're right there with you. Like, come on, man. Like, you want to join this party? We accept everybody. Let's just get it done.
Yeah.
Let's just get it.
Get
you
it.
know?
It's
I don't
Get it.
care.
Get it.
Yeah, whatever
Let's
whatever
just
you
have
are,
a
whatever you
great
look
time,
like,
man.
whatever. Just dude, come on, bro. You can gladly come and hang with me and party. Dude.
Yeah.
All are
But you should be
welcome.
able to keep
All
up with
are
me.
Yeah.
welcome.
That's all I gotta say. If you want to come party, you better be able to keep up. That's all I gotta say.
I love that. That's fucking
Because
badass.
I have all gas, no brakes, 24/7. Dude.
Hey, do you guys watch the YouTube channel All Gas No Brakes?
Yeah.
No.
It's
Is
so
there-
fucking
Is
good.
it?
You guys are just saying that without fucking seeing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
dude.
fucking
Yeah,
love
dude,
this.
yeah.
It's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
I have no
Where he
clue.
goes to a Jim and Jam festival and like, let me get a Quistles up, hose down.
Bro, have you seen Florida Man? Have you seen Florida
Oh,
Man
yeah, of
2
course,
with
yeah.
with Joker 305?
Yes, yes,
and then
of
like, bro, you got
I know.
we're
Well, yeah,
after
we're
this we're gonna turn you guys
Yeah,
on.
dude, we can
We're
do
gonna turn
that,
you
yeah,
guys
for
on.
sure,
It's
for sure.
it's outrageous.
That's awesome.
Dude.
That's awesome.
Definitely do that.
But yeah, man, I think that's like it's like we always like we had like this band meeting a couple weeks. We're always like trying to figure out like, okay, how do we make this like something that people will like, and how do we do this, and how we like we always try to be so calculated about shit. But so you guys are just like authentic. Not that you're not calculated about what you do, but you guys are like authentically yourselves, and
Yeah.
that's why it's like you guys like have like the fan base that you have, like the people. It's like you're not selling anything. You're
Yeah,
just
we're
you
not,
you
man.
are who you are.
Yeah.
Dude,
I fucking love that
like,
shit.
Vagabonds,
For sure.
you get us, and that's all you get.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I have no cares
yeah,
of trying
we
to
don't
like
have-
mold myself into who the fuck you want me to be. Dude.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I
like,
love that.
You get Roy and Corn Dog, and that's what you get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then we
Like,
have
we
luckily have-
found a group of dudes who would just like pretty much that are just
back
like
us up, yeah.
but they're just not as loud.
For some reason, they put up with us two fucking idiots, man.
Yeah.
And they'll back us up, and we'll just ride it out, dude. And it's like,
That's a band, man.
yeah,
That's how you
and
do
it's
it.
like,
It's a
hey,
great
man,
business
like,
model.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, we
I mean, bro,
man, we
honestly, though.
we have gotten so lucky to get this band, dude. Like,
Yeah.
best
To have
things
the
ever
people
happened in
we
my
have, man.
entire life was getting this fucking
Well,
band, dude.
you know,
by
it's
far,
so cool.
by far.
It's crazy to think about, because like labels and the industry itself tries so hard they spend so much money on trying to create the image of what you guys just naturally have. So it's like you guys have to realize how valuable that is and fucking run and it just don't fucking change.
Well, I think that's a big
you know
thing.
What I mean?
I think that's kind of
It's
a big
like-
thing when you get bigger, you know, and like, I mean, fuck, none of us are big, in a sense when you think about it, it's like that. But when you get bigger and everything like that, people they try to like change you.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey man, like I've come this far with who I am and how I am. Like, why the hell would you want to change me? Like, you know, like fuck that, dude. I'm gonna keep going about the way I've been going about it.
Well,
and
dude,
then I either make it or break it. And I'm probably not gonna make it, so I'm definitely gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
And that's
So, you know, like,
and
hey,
that's
man,
why you'll
screw
make
you.
it.
Yeah, screw
Our,
you,
like,
dude. Like,
our
I'm gonna,
parents, man.
I'm gonna have a
parents,
good damn time playing music. That being said, though, everybody, Caleb likes to interrupt the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So
I feel you, bro.
You know, you just keep on going and doing what you want to do, man. And the people that are really true and honest, and the ones that will be your fucking friend and will always be there, will always be there.
Yeah, for sure.
But the ones that are not going to be there are eventually someday going to be like, that bro has got long hair. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, whatever. Okay, fuck it. We're good to go. But at the same time, no matter what, vagabonds are vagabonds. Like we're going to be the guys that we are.
So is that why you guys came up with that name?
Oh, no, hell no. Me and Joe were just looking for names, man. And he was like, them vagabonds. I was like, fuck, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
You ever
And then-
listen to them damn Yankees?
Dude, I haven't.
You-
But
you
I
know who I'm
of
talking
them.
about?
I know. I do
Because
know
of
you're
that?
I've heard
talking
the
about
band
them
name
damn
before.
Yankees.
The Can You Take Me Higher?
Can you take me higher?
High enough
Something like that. High enough.
to fly
Oh,
me over
shit.
yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Was he right or wrong?
He's a little bit wrong.
I was close.
You were doing the Creed song.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that
Not
is?
Creed.
We all know
God,
Caleb likes
Creed's
Creed
terrible,
now.
dude.
I said it wrong. It's Can You Take Me High Enough
Okay.
to fly me over yesterday.
See, he said that he said the Creed song.
Yeah, what Billy
And
did was
then-
he set you up for failure.
So he doesn't really
said-
know. Yeah, he set me up for a Creed thing.
Damn.
He set you up for
He-
failure.
yeah,
He
he's-
does that a
yeah.
lot. But he knows what that looks like, so
Sorry,
he sets
that
you
was-
up for it a lot.
That's probably why we're like keyboardists are sitting over here, dude.
You missed it. Way over
keyboards
his
are
head.
over
That's
here.
really what
It did. It went right over there, dude.
That's why the keyboardists are over here because we're just failures the whole fucking time, I guess, huh?
Yeah, well, that's why you need guys like us. to
Oh, is that
Same.
man.
shit?
But apparently he writes all the songs too.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Hey, just to let y'all know, Vagabonds
It's
is
because
actually
he
written by
has
me,
nothing
dude.
else to do with his life, dude.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Throw me under the bus, why don't you? Yeah.
Not you, Bill. Just
Oh,
Caleb.
just
Just
him.
Roy over here. Just Roy.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna call you Bill though, because Andon called you Bill like 4 times.
oh yeah,
earlier, so
we like to
Yeah.
call him Bill. It's
Well,
fun to
as
call him Bill.
as I get older, my name is evolving.
Yes.
Dude.
It was
Hey,
Will
dude,
before I met
yeah,
him.
yeah.
I was Caitlin, and I really didn't like it because it's a girl's name, and then all of a
Caitlin?
sudden, Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Caitlin? Are you
I call him Caitlin.
Caitlin? Yeah,
So
Caitlin.
this is Caitlin and Roy.
Yeah, Caitlin and Roy. But that was the thing, though, is I always get
That's his
mistaken
new
for
nickname?
Caitlin, or if they'd be like,
Shut up, Caitlin.
my teacher would be like, Caitlin King, and I'd be like, here, and then he'd look at me and be like, are you fucking serious? Like,
So you're a dude,
so
huh?
he's like, you're a guy, all right, cool, hell yeah. And I'd be like, yeah, you're getting it this year. Like,
Yeah. I'm gonna be a dick now.
I'm gonna be a dick, boy.
Hey, the best part about it was there was a chick in our high school that was actually named Kalen, spelt the same way.
Oh
dude.
no.
Yeah, and so it was great,
No.
dude. It was so much
It's
fun.
great. He loved it.
Yeah, he loved it. I hated it.
Any kind
Last
of misery
name
that
was
comes to
different,
this
like
dude,
obviously, but like
any kind of misery that comes his way, I'm down with it. Dude.
Yeah.
same for him too. So it's like that's how that goes.
We laugh at each other's misery.
You got to do it. Who else is gonna do
What
it?
club?
Shit, man. Hey, dude, you've been together for 25 damn years since the time you were literally born.
Who was
You
born
gotta-
first?
Me.
Yeah.
Oh, you
By-
got,
by
2 minutes.
You got
I
a bit of
2
an older
minutes.
brother
2
vibe going
minutes.
on.
I got it. Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah,
You got a head start.
I know way more
Hey,
than you
dude.
does.
Hey, man. Hey, the Africans actually say that the smarter dude sends out the dumber person first.
Oh shit!
He's from.
Yeah.
Dude,
he's
he
from
found
line.
that bullshit out, and he's been running with it since like 15 years
Yeah.
old.
Oh, he read that shit on Wikipedia
Yeah,
somewhere.
He
Somewhere.
read that bullshit.
I don't
Sometimes
know,
he's like,
yeah.
he's been like, hey, well, apparently, like, in African nature, they send like the dumber person out first. And I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, that doesn't
I'ma
work
get
out
drink.
for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
good.
fucking
Thanks, man.
Americans. So sorry.
Dude, he acts like every time somebody's like, "Who's older?" He's like, "I am about 2 minutes." Cause like Like he don't just burn that son bitch in the ground every time.
Chelsea does
dude.
that shit because Chelsea's older than her twin brother.
She's a twin too.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know she was a twin.
She's older
Yeah.
by like 16 minutes though.
Damn.
But or some shit like that. I
That's
think.
16 minutes is a long time.
That's-
bro.
that's a long
Bro,
time.
That's
so
yeah,
I get it.
for,
I
for
get
sure.
it.
So, but she pulls that shit all the time. So,
So
yeah, well, I'm
cheers
the
to
older-
you, Chelsea, for being the older twin.
Rock and roll, dude.
Yeah, man, that's fucking hilarious. So. Yeah, so where'd the turkey logo come from?
Man, fucking,
Dude.
we had a hunting decoy turkey in the garage at Joe's house, dude, and we were just like, you know,
We were like having
screw
like
it, dude,
a,
let's just play it. You know,
we were having like
bring
a
it out.
songwriting thing in the garage, man, and we looked at the turkey and we called it. What did we call it?
Shit.
I don't know. We
yeah.
kind of abandoned it because it didn't make any fucking sense to what we were doing.
Yeah.
So,
It was like every time
Yeah.
you had to, like you didn't explain the band, you explained the damn turkey. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like
yeah.
they would come up and be like, you know, and ask like, hey, where'd this song come from? Or how'd y'all beat this? Blah 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 blah. It's like, what's up with the turkey, man? You know, so it's like
Yeah, I was
this
wondering
is
about
not
that.
gonna do any kind of shit for the band. It's just completely taking away from.
I
the
don't
whole
remember
band.
like why we even like started the turkey.
We
I
probably
remember at Jay's Tavern there was a like a hunting what do you call it? Not model. Damn.
Decoy.
There's
The decoy.
Decoy. Thank you.
Decoy,
yeah.
There was a hunting
yeah.
decoy on the
The
stage.
big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to know what the name was for the turkey, ask Joseph, man. He knows.
Yeah, Joe knows.
He's
Joe
a-
knows.
That dude's fucking genius, and he remembers
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
dude. Like, Joseph's a smart little son of a bitch.
Joe
Big,
remembers all of it,
medium
man.
son of a bitch.
We
I don't
don't.
know.
Big-
Yeah.
Big
Medium.
some
He
bitch,
does, you
medium
know.
bitch, small some bitch. We don't know.
So
Yeah.
So who kind of assumed the band leader role after
we
Joe
go.
left? No, I'm
Great question to ask now.
I would
Well,
I would
I'm
say
interested
after,
because-
after
Joe
Joseph
left,
left, Corn Dog kind of took on.
I took
he
it
took-
on.
Yeah,
Okay.
he took on the whole, you know, like the whole booking.
It's
scene and
Rambler.
shit.
Now I'm
Rambler.
remember
Rambler. That's what it was. It's
Rambler.
Rambler the turkey. But
After,
Corn Dog definitely took on the huge lead of it all, man. And that's where that's why I think that like I wrote a lot of our songs and stuff because he was more working on the booking and like being the professional dude of this like the side of it, you know, because you got someone has to do it.
yeah, you gotta represent the band.
Yeah,
You
so,
know,
like,
someone's gotta
I
do
think
that.
And
he-
also
took
after
on some of
Joe
that
left,
shit.
After Joe left, the band did change
Drastically, dude.
pretty drastically, just because we
we were
going,
a blues band.
We had
when
a
he
different
was in the
different
band,
route
man,
with
you know?
Joseph. We had a different route with Joseph, and then when Joe left, it wasn't like in a sense that like it was like a big change. It was just like, well, we don't have a singer anymore that could sing his ass off, and
He's
then it was
re-
us.
Joe has a
Without
freaking
having a lead
fantastic
singer,
voice.
No
he
offense.
sang his ass off, dude. Like Joe sings his ass
Yeah,
off.
he's a monster
That dude
So we
has
no
a
longer have a
fantastic
monster
voice,
singer
yeah.
like that. We had to figure out like where we were going from that point on, and then we took it from there to we have to focus mostly on our music and shit.
Yeah.
So the band kind of took fucking a right turn out of nowhere, dude, and we focused more on the instruments and kind of the jams and shit, and we still focus on the music and the vocals. But a big thing about Vagabonds is that the fucking one thing we always get told on is like,
Harmonies.
y'all's vocals are trash.
Dude,
and
everybody
they
says it,
are.
dude.
They
Everybody
are.
says
Our
it, dude.
vocals
but
are
no,
trash,
But
dude.
here's what I'll say from watching you guys
Yeah.
from the Joe days to where you're at now is that first off, kudos to you for keeping the band together and keeping it moving and assuming the role.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Because
much.
That's
Thank you.
I know what it's like to have to go from being a side guy to a band leader,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
and that is not
It's
fucking
rough,
easy.
dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's
And
not,
most
it's
most
not.
bands break up, right?
Yeah.
So
It
kudos
was a
to
lot
you
of
for
nights
doing
of
And I
that.
will say, Joe, if you're watching, bro, like love you, and you're killing it for doing what
Yeah,
you're doing
dude.
too.
I
We
love-
also,
I
we
love
all
you
still
too,
love
bro.
you, homie.
Love
We
you
all
too,
still
bro.
love
I
you.
love Joe.
I like you as a friend.
So kudos to you guys for keeping it together,
Thank you.
but also how you both have grown as musicians and singers in your own right, man. I mean, like it's not like okay, like it's they're big shoes to fill. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Man,
So
it,
it's
it
like
really is, dude. It really is,
It's-
and like it, and it's a big thing. Is like as far as being a band leader, like you really don't know what the hell you're doing at
yeah,
first. man.
totally. You're just fucking
You
shooting in the dark.
Just,
Yeah,
dude, you're
man.
shooting in the dark.
Yeah.
Dude. And then like when you finally get a grip of it, you kind of know what you're doing, but you still don't know what you're fucking doing because no matter from that point on, you're still growing, and then eventually you have to find somebody that you have to like pass the torch to, and then you have to make sure, like, just as a manager and shit, you know. And then you have to make sure that the person you're passing it off to is not gonna fucking screw you.
Right.
Oh,
Mick,
I
like
see
you know what I'm saying?
saying.
Like Mick from the Grateful Dead passed the torch off to his dad to be a manager, and he stole like $75,000 from the Grateful Dead.
Chump change.
You know,
Chump change.
Billy
Yeah.
got them fat
But
pockets, bub.
it's like one of those things. Like you just like,
He does. He works a day job.
It's
so.
super weird, and
Night
we're not
shift,
even
but
close to
whatever.
that. But I'm just saying, like it's just, and then also when you're the band leader, like you're making decisions for like 4 or 5 people.
Yep.
Yup.
So it's super scary sitting there and you're like negotiating with somebody,
Billy said, "Yep."
and then you're just like, and you're like, "Yay, man! Like, is this one decision gonna piss my whole band off?
Yeah.
Is this
But-
one? Am I gonna have 4 people pissed at me because I just said yes to this number?
Or said no to this number.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But
It's
another
not-
thing,
yeah.
another thing is like, dude, like Vagabonds, man, like we came, you know, we did what we did or whatever, but I don't think we could have done it without like Jacksonville musicians being behind us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you guys, Side Hustle,
Yeah.
Ginger Beard Man,
Bonnie
fucking
Blue.
Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie
like
Blue,
we
yeah.
had so much
Dude, we
like
had
actual
so
physical
much
support
fucking
behind
support,
us.
dude.
Bro,
Yeah.
we've all, like, every single person that has like backed you guys. Westbrook, thanks for tuning in, bro.
Westbrook,
Westbrook,
yeah, what's
dude,
up,
there's-
dude?
Melody
there's
Trucks,
the
Love
man.
you, bro.
That's the dude who literally fucking like
That was one of our first.
that was the
guys
dude.
that like.
Same here.
like
When I first moved
Westbrook
here,
was
same
the
here.
dude who
Yeah.
like pushed, and especially me as a
He
musician.
took us
man, he
under his
was,
wing and was like just putting us
yeah.
aside.
Well,
dude,
both
like,
wings
pushing
actually,
us
because there's
up,
2 of us. He was like, yo,
he had both of them. He was like, come on, boys, let's go. Yeah,
West just decided to stop flying. His
Yeah.
dude, yeah, he was like,
He grabbed us.
He was
and
like-
let's go. Dude.
yeah, he was like, I ain't gonna fly no more. I'm just gonna walk you, bros. Dude. Like, let's just walk together. And like, but like Westbrook, man, that is literally a genuine soul right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
West is the man.
One
for
of the
sure.
best
the
dudes
man,
ever.
dude.
One of the
Yeah.
best ever.
Him and I had a-
Kudos to you,
I
Wes.
wrapped-
We love you very
I
much,
wrapped up
man.
after my gig at Jay's Tavern a few weeks ago, and literally stayed for like 2 hours after my gig, just talking shit with
Yeah,
West.
dude, it's like
Yeah.
it's so hard to like leave the conversation with Wes.
Yeah,
He's
it's
such
just-
a like
yeah, man.
smart
Yeah.
dude. You're just like
Yeah.
sitting there, and then you realize it's like
And
4
he's
o'clock
had
in the
a lot of
morning, dude. You're like,
experience,
oh my god.
The
Yeah.
dude played lap steel for David Allen Coe. When
I
I
didn't
found
know
that
that.
out, I was
Yeah,
like,
dude.
yo, dude, that's the sickest shit
Westbrook
I've ever
is
heard.
the shit.
Yeah, West
Yeah,
is the man,
he's
bro.
the sickest shit
I don't
ever.
know
But
if you
it's
ever
like-
listened to like I think what was it West what's him and Paul Ivy's
Oh, Ivy West Band.
Ivy
Ivy
West
West
Band.
Band.
That
Oh,
shit's
yeah.
fire, dude. I don't
Yeah,
know if you
fuck
ever
yeah.
listened to it.
I saw them when I first moved to Jacksonville. I saw them, and they broke up shortly after that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, but West is.
Love you, West.
Yeah, love you, bro. Fucking West is like
you guys are friends.
he was one of the first. West
Y'all
is,
just throwing love out like
Yeah.
like it's nothing.
He said my
I'm-
love is
I'm
earned.
not-
He
damn
holds
it.
his love for some special people.
His love is
Uh,
earned.
But I will say West was a big like him, Jeremy King, Ben Strzok. Those when I first moved to Jacksonville,
Yeah.
those guys were the ones that really fucking. I didn't meet you till way later. I was way established by the time I met you. Right?
He said,
Give
dude,
me-
you just hopped on the train, bro.
All three of those guys you just said though are like monster players,
Oh,
Yeah.
incredible people too. It's
Yeah.
like, you could be a fucking insane player and still be a dick.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
for
just
sure.
because you're an amazing player does not mean I'm gonna like you. Because if you're a dick, you're a dick.
Yeah, totally.
That's how that is.
Truly.
So being humble and being likable, and then also just being a cool motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Being able
Well,
to
it's-
just like
That matters just as much as being a good musician.
Yeah, 100%, man.
You know,
We talked about
Personality
it.
is everything.
Yeah, we
Personality,
everything.
everything.
which
dude.
is why Billy's gotten so far in his career. And
I like you as a person.
I kind
it's not the
I mean,
fact
I
I like you as your friends.
I deal with him as a person. I'll say that much. So,
Hey man, y'all made a podcast, so obviously you gotta be fucking good.
And what's it called again?
I don't know.
Bottom of the bill.
bill.
Bottom
because-
of the Tony.
bottom of the Tony.
I feel like it's not.
No, it's called.
I'm a solid power bottom. Okay.
No,
yeah.
Hey, dude.
Speed's
Power
the name
bottom.
of the game. Speed's
I
the name of the
think
game.
what did Sunny Always Sunny in Philadelphia is power bottom. I was like, the thing about being the power bottom is you have a lot of power coming from the bottom. That's
so good.
that's the
Does,
real
does,
thing.
Does speed have anything to do with it?
I don't know. I don't
A
know. the rest of
lot to do with
A
it.
lot.
A
Speed's-
lot.
Speed's- lot.
Speed's the name of the game.
Speed's the name of the game.
Speed's
for
the name of the
sure.
game.
That's
A
my
lot to
favorite.
do with it.
So I think what's cool about Jacksonville as a scene is that it's a very supportive scene for the most part, and I think that like, you know, when I saw when I saw Joe leave them Vagabonds for the period that he did, I was like, okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And then I saw you guys come in and just fucking keep the train rolling.
Yeah.
I respected that so much.
Very much so.
And
Seriously.
I think that it's like, even though, like, obviously you had growing to do as a singer, right? And like there's but there's so much to learn being a front man and like just and being like, and you had just started playing keyboard.
Dude, I was like,
you know,
I was
it's like-
probably 3 months, 4 months into being a keyboard player, dude. Like
Yeah,
it
so
was, it was
it's
ridiculous,
insane.
dude. It was,
Fuck,
yeah.
I think
Well,
we all noticed that, and we're all just like, yo, you gotta fucking give these boys some love
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
fucking encourage it, and you
And we
just have to
really
keep
appreciate
going,
it, man. Like you said, like
Man,
Jacksonville
y'all,
is a
y'all
very
made
supportive.
Vagabonds. Like we like obviously Vagabonds is Vagabonds, but like the other bands that like literally was just like y'all grabbed us and y'all were like, yo, dude, just fucking keep at it, man. Like just don't give up.
Well,
Right.
a
Don't
big
stop.
thing about it
Just
was
go.
is Joe didn't like.
He didn't
He
just like
wasn't just like fuck y'all.
yeah.
No, of course, yeah, I would never say,
No,
yeah,
No, I know you never said that, but I was
Yeah.
just saying like
Make sure
he
that
just
you
had
know,
to he had to go.
Everybody
and
out
do,
there
he
knows
had to
that
go
too.
and like
Yeah,
take
for
care
sure.
of his family. He's got 2 kids. He's got a
Alright.
nephew.
Yeah, he's got
He
a lot
had
going
to
on.
take
for
care of
sure.
them
So
babies,
he had
man,
to go
which is
and he had to
cool.
like dip out and go do that, and we totally understood it. And it wasn't necessarily time like appropriate for us to get ready to do what we had to do.
Nothing ever is it?
Nothing ever is. Yeah,
Right.
nothing ever is. So that like that kind of fucked us, but it wasn't like it wasn't like
malicious.
It wasn't
Yeah.
malicious in any ways.
Right.
And we still love him, and like obviously he's our brother. We still love the shit out of him, and like he's killing it as far as what he's doing.
Yeah, totally.
He's busy
Yeah, dude.
as shit, and I think that's awesome. He's got
he
another-
actually just made
he's
a
got
new
another band
he got another band called The Makers.
called
man.
The Makers.
Makers?
They're
I
getting
like
it,
that
dude.
band.
Yeah.
I hope they're still
it's
doing it,
awesome,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
He's
I
another
hope them
band named
very
The
well.
Makers, and they're doing their thing and shit like that. Obviously, COVID affected them just as much as everybody else did, but at the same time, like him leaving made me and him do a whole lot of growing.
Yeah.
Truly.
You know, and that was like honestly what I thought was like almost like best. Not because of him leaving, just because like we grew so much as musicians and like people as well that here we are now to where we are, and we're like leading our own band and we're doing our own album and shit. And then on top of that, it's like, dude, I honestly don't think that I would be the musician I am today without like just people doing that kind of shit.
Dude, I'm the same
Yeah.
way. Like, when he left, I didn't have a day job. I practiced for like 10 hours a day. I just stayed in my room. Like Brent can very, very, very well vouch for
It's
me,
usually
dude.
what you have to do for the first 5 years.
5 years, dude.
Yeah.
I got 3 more years of this shit.
Fuck
I got
off.
3 more years. Oh my god, I've only been a keyboard player for 2 years. I got like 3 more years of this shit.
Good for
Like,
you.
yeah,
Billy's
but
like,
like,
dude,
you know, but it's like so cool to like, you know, that when he left, it was like a real like kick in the gut, but like to look like when you step back and look at yourself now as a musician and shit. Like I'm pretty sure every musician does it. You know, you like step back and look at yourself and you're just like, you know, damn, I've made some improvement. Like, you know, you listen
Yeah.
to old videos and shit and you're like, man, this is awesome, whatever. And then like you sit there and you're like, well, this is what happened. You
Yeah,
know?
I look at shit from fucking a year ago. I'm like, yo, I'm way better now.
Dude, exactly.
You know what I
man.
mean?
It's like,
it's just like,
yeah, my solos are better. Like,
It's,
you know,
just,
I'm,
you need that
know,
confidence
it's awesome,
boost, though.
man.
You know,
Yeah.
because we all have it as musicians too. It's like you get to that point. Well, maybe not Bill, because Bill's a killer. but,
Thank you.
like,
Thank you.
oh, is he really? Is that,
Bill-
is
Thank you.
that what you guys
Dude,
take away from his
I like
playing?
the shit out of Bill,
I love
dude.
his fucking Kentucky little things that
Shoot.
he does with the
Shoot!
with the thing. He's like sitting there playing the piano, and he's like, Kentucky go. I'm like,
I can
dude,
take a beat.
he is getting it right now.
I like the way he adds those like really sour notes in there too. That
There
sounds
you
really
go.
good.
Dude, I love it. I love it.
Hey, the
But I
sour.
honestly- I honestly
Chuck
think
Berry
that
said
you
it. The
have
sour
to-
notes are what makes it.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, but
I
Chuck
honestly
Berry always
think, though-
sounded good though. That's
I
all I'm
honestly
saying.
think though you have to you really do have to like look back at your old videos and like see how you played back then and like hear like that shit, man. Because really, like I look back at a month, dude. I'm like, God, dog, boy, like I'll hit like 6 sour ass notes in a row, and it's like. You can't run that line twice.
yeah.
You can't run.
you can't run.
You hit one wrong
can't
note.
pull- you
You can
can't-
run that line like in that rhyme like 3 times and hit that wrong note that 3 times, and it might work out for you. You might like fool everybody else. But when you run like 5 like notes like pop 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 pop, pop, it's just horrible
got-
shit. You can't run that line
Yeah,
twice.
you
You run that line twice. It's
You
like
got to work on how your face looks.
every,
too.
Exactly.
yeah. You
gotta do that.
your
That's
face. You got to
face.
fix your face on that point in time.
I don't
Yeah.
know. That'd be another good section. Whether or not you go for fucking up again twice, or you're like, I'm just gonna do it right the second time.
Well, you can.
Exactly.
you gotta worry about how bad
dude.
it is.
It's like, yo, man, you're just doing it at that point in time. It's like, man, I just have to make sure that I'm listening to myself, and then that's where I was, and here I am now. And
But I think that's what we're trying to say I'm not trying to say we're proud or anything like
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah,
trying
yeah,
like
for
like
sure.
we're like, oh, we're so much better or anything. But it's just like, oh, they
It's
fucking,
always
they
listening
fucking
back.
did it, and
Yeah,
it's been like
dude,
2 years. Like, way to
exactly,
go,
Yeah, I
bud.
mean, you guys. Last time I
I'm
saw
a
you
little
guys
proud.
play was at the Lakeshore
I am,
bar
I
thing
am,
we
I am.
did together.
Dude, hey.
yeah.
And that was I remember I
was
watched
the
that and I was like,
first
yo,
big
these
band
guys
that
just
we
like
actually did together.
it's like you guys are just sounding great, man, and I'm happy that you guys stuck with it and kept doing your thing. And it's like it's awesome, man. Like
Dude,
you
Yeah,
but I
guys,
mean, like,
appreciate
it's like-
man, dude,
We appreciate you
it
playing
always-
with us that night because you killed it that night too. And that's also a big thing that we want to do as a band, as them Vagabonds, is like we love having people sitting with us.
yeah.
Like
Would
we
love it, dude.
It's a lot of
we
fun, man.
Fucking love having people sitting with us. Like no matter who it is, like we just want everybody playing with us and everything because honestly, like it makes us sound better because we have way more fun having people sitting with us.
It's a new challenge,
Y'all
man. It's like a
Remember,
new thing
and
to
then also it's like, yo, dude, here's like when we had that night, it's like, yo, dude, here's Anton from Side Hustle coming out, and it pushes your band just as much as it pushes our band.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Exactly.
know, and that's the thing for us is like with like West and like Melody Chucks and all them, it's like community, not competition.
Exactly.
And they fucking said it, and we ran with it, and we'd much rather have like y'all come and play with us and like have a Side Hustle Vagabonds thing mixed in.
We went
and
and
then
did
push
that.
both bands, and
It's
we did.
At Sumner's house.
And we did.
Yeah.
We pushed the shit out of it. We had a whole. Dude, that jam was fun as hell.
Bro, that
Dude,
was
y'all-
one
y'all
of
are
my
the only
still
band
to
I've
that
ever
day,
seen
one of my favorite
play
jams
Boston.
ever.
Jam was
You're
fun
the
as
only band
hell.
I've ever seen personally play Boston.
And
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's-
And
that's-
y'all
that's
killed
that
it,
was
dude.
super sick.
That's
Y'all
That was
killed
sick.
it, dude.
Hey,
It was
guys.
so
It
awesome.
was like Grateful Acres. We played Grateful Acres, that thing that Whitney put on a couple weeks back, and we did that. I don't know if y'all saw that, but we played Dreams with Ben in our band.
Yeah, I saw that.
and
That
I
sounded
think
great.
Dreams went for 28 fucking minutes.
It was so
Yeah.
long, dude.
Jesus
We,
Christ.
It sounded
we
great,
went
though.
for
we
dude.
pushed Ben for fucking so long, and he was killing it.
Yeah.
Ben
Ben's a
Strock
fucking-
is
Ben's an
a
animal.
fucking beast. And
Ben's
we
an
pushed,
animal, yeah.
we
Ben's a
pushed Ben
freaking-
for so long, and then I took a solo, and then me and Ben took like a dual solo and shit like that, and it just kept going.
Like a
it kept
dual
going.
slide solo, too.
Yeah,
it was like
dual
two
slide
slide
solo.
Yeah, I
moves
saw
going
that.
at
That
it.
sounded
was-
good.
It was awesome, and it just kept going, and then that was like one of the times that I'm like, dude, this is why we do it.
Yeah,
This
totally.
is why we have people sit in and like push other people, because there's nothing better than having musicians that you're not in a band with
Yeah.
pushing each other.
Especially from the same scene and everything, or
Yeah.
even when it's from different scenes, and it's like yo, we can come up with you, or you can come up with us, and it's like a whole fucking. Then they get to see the scenes kind of connect. It's
Yeah.
like if you have like someone from Asheville, Jacksonville, or like St. Pete,
Yeah.
and Jacksonville, or like Miami. It's just cool to see that kind of
Well,
connection.
dude,
too.
I was in Austin, Texas. I saw South by Southwest. I don't forget the year because I'm
never heard
terrible
of
with
them.
time. Terrible Festival.
He was in South by Southwest, not saw South by Southwest
Oh,
people.
okay, all right.
yeah, that-
Oh, the festival South by whatever, dude.
yeah, he's being a dick.
But like,
It's
no,
He
but
doesn't
like,
know shit.
no,
He doesn't know shit.
But the music scene down in Austin is just cutthroat, bro. If you're
Yeah.
not, if I'm in this band and you're in that band, I hate you. And
Right.
you hate me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like when we came to Jacksonville,
Wolf.
it was like, hey, I'm in Vagabonds and you're in Side Hustle. It's like, yo, bro, let's fucking get it, dude.
Yeah.
Let's do a show together. Let's blah blah blah.
Right.
Let's
Rob a
do it
bank.
together. You know.
Well, you know-
Start a heist. You know what I'm saying?
we
it's heist. It's heist.
Let's do
bro.
Ocean's 11.
Get it.
I think
Let's get it.
I think album name or
Ocean's 11.
yeah.
Well, it might be copyright.
Might be.
I don't know.
You can pay for
it. We'll pay for it. Yeah, no big deal.
George Clooney's from Kentucky. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Shoot.
You let me know all the time, actually. He's like the only
Dude,
famous person.
I'm gonna
from
steal the
Kentucky.
whole
Johnny
shoe
Depp.
thing.
But yeah, but Johnny Depp grew up in
shit.
South Florida, so
Abraham Lincoln.
we'll take. Okay, well,
Keep going.
So I think what
Hey, beer.
one
I
of
gotta
the-
get beer.
All right, Ken's gonna get a beer.
this is good
uh,
having 4 people on there. We got beer runners.
So,
Like I said, we've been looking forward to this for.
no, I'm good at the moment. I'm gonna need. All right, yeah, I'll take a Makers on the rocks. Thanks, man.
I'm doing fine, thank you. Yeah.
Bill, is that why it's called bottom of the bill? Because you like staring at his ass? Is
So-
that what it is?
That was good. I like
Yeah,
that.
but no one said that before.
No, but that's a good one. I like that. So one of the things I like about kind of operating in a city like this, where, versus like a bigger city like LA or New York or Nashville or something, where it's like there is really this community sense where it's like, I'm not trying to discredit, like, those cities obviously are great places to succeed in, right? And that's where the industry is at. And the people that have succeeded will collaborate with each other and do what we're doing here at this level, but you don't tend to see it happening in those cities at the level that we're at.
At the smaller levels.
Yeah. It's much more cutthroat because you're all trying to show
make it.
you're trying to show what you got to the industry that exists in those places.
Yeah.
Whereas here, so we're trying to actually just create the industry here in the first place.
Exactly.
So it's just like
Jacksonville has a huge thing where, like, you know, I think it's all about the love and shit, man. It's just like, you know, just because you're like right here beside me trying to make it and shit doesn't mean I have to hate you.
Yeah, well, because we're not competing for the same space.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like we're trying to create the space to actually, and I don't want to use compete, but I think friendly competition would be like a good way to describe it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's
Make
like
each other better.
exactly, to make each other better. That's what the whole point is. So it's like we're trying to create the space for you to be able to compete in the first place.
Yeah.
Right. But
I'm pretty sure that's the reason why Vagabonds actually made it was because, you know, it's people like y'all. You know, we were a beginning band, was terrible. We were like, me as being in the band can say we were terrible when we started, dude.
No.
Like, we were. Come on, bro. You can say what you want to, dude, but I will say it. We were not a good band when we first started. But
I'm
any
just
band's
saying.
not a good band when
we
you
were
start.
we were terrible, especially when Billy first joined the
You know
band.
what I'm saying, dude? But it's like you know, like but it's you know, musicians
one of the
as a
bands I
person
started,
who
but
are
whatever.
above you that are like, yo, check this out. Like if you went this way instead of that way, it'll do differently. It'll be different outcomes. You know?
Right.
So like that's where it was like, dude, Sean. We've had many a times where Sean Taunton has been like, shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Like, let me tell you what's going on. Because Sean Taunton's a brilliant dude.
He's
even
been
though
around, man.
Even though he's a ginger or whatever, you know.
Hey,
But-
hey, those are fine words, bud.
Are you a ginger?
Look at him, bro. This guy's fucking
You
ginger
got
as
like
fuck.
the same hair as mine.
A
No,
little bit,
he
a little bit
don't
too.
don't encourage him. He thinks that he's blonde. He's a fucking ginger. Look at his arms, bro. He's got freckles all
Let
day.
me see it.
I'm Irish.
Let me see it, bub.
He's like half Sean Taunton, half Ellen
Irish.
DeGeneres.
Thank you for
Oh
that.
shit!
And 100% David Spade.
100%
Hey,
David Spade.
David Spade's a great guy, dude.
Ain't nothing wrong with David Spade.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that guy.
Thank you,
But
sir.
You know,
I
it's
will
like,
say, don't watch
guys- y'all
The Wrong
guys are-
Missy. That shit sucks.
whatever.
Well-
But you like, you know, it's like, dude, the first huge show we've ever played was Side Hustle. Side Hustle and Vagabonds and Calvert Town Band and Color Sign. I actually looked at
Yeah.
that poster before I left.
Oh
today.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
That was Jay Starrett, and y'all like literally straight up just took the whole.
That American as shit.
It's
I
a
know.
twist off. Y'all, man.
Thanks,
From
Bill.
the first show ever, y'all have been nothing but just friends and like family, and
Yeah.
just like y'all have. There's no hard talk. There's no bullshit. It's nothing. It's like every show we ask to be on with you guys, y'all are good. Every show we have, y'all are fucking good. It's
You
just
get
like,
older, there's no point to it.
there's not.
Just
dude.
fucking, just like come
Just
on.
be together, dude. Just chill.
Yeah.
man.
And it's like,
Quit being a dick. Quit hating each other and just chill.
yeah, it's like we're trying to create the pie here. You know,
Yeah.
there's not really a pie to fight over at the moment. We
All
need to create the fucking
ingredients are
pie.
necessary, man.
Exactly.
All ingredients are necessary.
Exactly.
Everybody's necessary
Except
to make
tomatoes.
it a sick
Tomatoes are
ass
disgusting.
Tomatoes suck. That shit gives you
Tomatoes
fucking.
suck.
That shit gives you fucking heartburn too. I'll say that much.
If you're a fucking tomato, get out of here, dude.
Madison, I love Irish people, but Billy's just Billy's just in denial about his ginger heritage.
I'm
is all
not.
I'm saying. Well, you were for a long time.
I've accepted it and embraced it.
Okay, but at first you were very against it.
Because I never
though.
thought I had red hair.
But you do.
I thought you were a blonde, so I had no
I thought,
idea.
I thought you were right there with
Really?
us too.
Really? I could be a fucking
Brian,
triplet.
beer chuck contest, $10. Billy loses. Billy could chuck some beer though. You're no Sean Thomas.
I fucking drink.
But you're no Sean Thomas though.
He's a
Hey,
whiskey
Sean
drinker,
They're
dude.
whiskey guys, man. Me and
Hey,
Caleb are beer guys. They're whiskey guys, man.
our bass player Sean fucking.
That was the first.
The first time we all went on the road together. We were playing. I forgot where we were playing at, but
But where were we when we did it?
we went to Applebee's.
We went to Ruby Tuesday.
Ruby Tuesdays. That's what it was. Ruby Tuesdays.
Ruby Tuesdays, boy.
Right next to the hotel we were staying at. And it was
a motel.
a motel we were staying at. Okay.
Well, no hotel is a motel, yo.
Holiday Inn.
And so Sean orders like some kind of Oktoberfest beer, and Sean's like, "I bet you I chugged this in under 5 seconds." And I was like, "Bullshit." He was like, "Okay." So Sean goes and chugs an Oktoberfest beer in literally under 1 second.
It was one
Dude,
of the big
He
boys.
just opened that goal.
He just, dude, yeah, he just opened it up and just dropped it, dude.
He's really good at opening the throat up.
That's
Hey, that tells us something about him, dude.
It tells us a lot about him,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's not here to defend himself,
Yeah.
so I can't talk too
Sean,
much
you
shit.
can't defend yourself, bub.
He's not watching either, so it's his fault. It's his fault.
He
It's his
watches
fault.
though. After he gets off work, he'll watch the show, so he'll see
yeah.
it.
Night
He'll
walker?
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a night walker. Yeah.
The night walker.
He's a Yankee too. He's from Long Island.
Long
Damn
Island.
Yankees.
Damn old Yankee.
I'm a Yankee too.
You're from fucking Miami.
Miami, dude.
Yeah, but trust me, it's Yankee territory down
You're
there.
from Vulcan territory, bub.
Yeah, bro.
He's not even from this fucking dimension.
Yeah,
He's
dude,
reptilian.
yeah.
If
I
you
always
want
thought
to
that was
fucking,
funny as shit when they were calling you Vulcans. I was like, why are they coming to Vulcan for? And then like, eventually Tom was just like, just trust me. He's
You're
a
a
Vulcan.
Vulcan?
He's a Vulcan.
Or
And it was-
reptilian. He says
Oh, yeah.
reptilian.
Reptilian,
The-
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Isn't
reptilian.
Vulcan the same thing?
No, that's from Star Trek. He's reptilian.
Vulcan's a Star Trek.
Reptilian. Reptilian sucks children's
I don't
bloods
know
and
shit about
part of the
any
royal
this.
family, and all that stuff.
Most people
Dude,
don't.
talking about like hotels and stuff, man. Our first time. This was like our first show after Joe left the band, right? We played.
was our first
at
show after Joe
Dunedin,
left.
and no shit talk on Alex Sears, right? No shit talk at all. That
I
dude
love
is
Alex.
amazing
He's awesome.
keyboardist.
Yeah, he's
We
great.
love Alex.
Love the guy.
too.
Love the shit out of that guy, right? But we were supposed to stay at his house
Yankee Night
down
Walker.
in
That's a good
down
fucking
wherever
band name.
Tampa, wherever the fuck that place is at, right? We were
It was
supposed to stay at
actually-
his
this
house,
is actually
man.
a hilarious
Well,
story.
Vagabond, lifestyle, right? We got done with that gig. We went to a bar. Bam, got wasted, dude. Toe up, right? Alex, apparently, we were supposed to stay at Alex's house, right? This is Alex's idea. Supposed to stay at Alex's house. Alex passes out in his car. No one can find him. Corndog and Mountain Girl already left
We already did
to
with
go
our
back to the
friends,
house,
yeah.
right? And so
Oh,
it's me, Brent, Jared, and Raven, right? And we're just like, we're 4 hours from the house. We're completely tore up. There's no way we're making that drive. We're not doing it, right? So we're
Yeah.
like, no, let's find a hotel. We found the cheapest hotel in Tampa, wherever the hell that is, right?
Yeah.
It was like $25 a night, right?
Oh,
so we
no.
finally get up in this hotel room.
Dude, it's a skis bar.
Yeah, we get up in this
Yeah.
hotel room, man, and I go down to the car to get something or whatever, and I look to my left, and she's like, "Yo, you want to have a good time?" There's a hooker like $2, like $2.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah, she was like, "You want to have a
Fucking
good time?"
Lizards and gangsters.
Yeah,
everywhere.
dude,
Yeah,
it was-
you're
it
in
was-
Tampa, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck
She
yeah.
was like, "You want to have a good time?" And I was like, "I'm toe up. I'm already having a good time. I don't need your help, dude." I was like, "Hell no, dude." It was so funny.
Why
man.
don't you
I
guys
was
just stay at the band house?
Huh?
Why don't you?
No, the
Because
band
nobody
house is getting
told us
cleaned
about-
or whatever,
Okay.
dude.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody told us about the band house. And then when we were like talking about it, they were like, "Well, it's dirty as shit." And then Whitney like cleans houses for a living, so we were like, "We'll just clean the fucker," and they were like, "Nah."
But the best
It's
part,
like,
dude,
what?
Dunedin is
Oh,
like
no.
I mean, come on,
Dunedin
man.
Brewery is like the baddest place in the
Yeah,
world.
shout
dude.
out
Like,
to
that
Dunedin
is-
Brewery.
Yeah, dude,
Shout
you
out
guys
Fucking
to
Mike
Brewery.
Bryant,
sick, dude.
like
Love
that,
it.
That
Love that place.
It's
That's
one of our
so
favorite
cool.
places to
Let
play
us
as
get
well.
back down there, Bob. It's been like 2 years.
We were going down there, and then COVID shot.
Oh
us
yeah,
out,
yeah. Never
so-
mind, never mind.
Yeah.
Love Dunedin Brewery. No,
Alex,
no,
Alex
no
is
harm.
doing
yeah,
worlds of
not
work
bad.
down there, dude.
Oh, yeah, for
Alex
sure.
got
Yeah,
it,
they
man.
kill it, and that's one of the like he said. That's one of the sickest places ever and shit. It just happened to be that one time, just like shit
That's
got
right after
mixed
Joseph
up,
left,
and
man. We were
then-
down there
yeah,
playing like
It
Tom
happens.
Petty,
mixed
fucking
up, and then like
bullshit.
yo, if you live
I
right
feel
there
you.
in that cool little spot, like, would you not like get fucked up and fall asleep in your car? Like, no, you of course.
Yeah,
you would.
totally.
Of course you would. Yeah.
Me and
I
Jared
fucked-
walked around for like 45 minutes trying to find the bar y'all are at, dude.
Yeah.
Both of our phones were dead. We were just like, we don't know where these guys are fucking at. Dude. We were walking
that's
in
the
bars.
funny
and
thing
they're
about
like,
it is,
"Here."
though, is they thought we were at a bar, and me and Whitney were at a pizza joint.
Oh shit.
We heard about this bomb ass pizza. We were like, yo, we're going to get pizza, dude.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
I thought I heard a door slam outside. I thought it was the cops.
Why would the cops be here?
Because they found out we were here, bub.
Yeah. Y'all are vagabonding.
Well, we got 4 people here. Like 5 more, and it's illegal, right?
No, it's 10 people.
It's 10 altogether.
It's 10 altogether. You can't have more than 10 people.
All right. Well,
So which one of y'all had the weirdest pinky toe?
That's
I
Brett-
definitely
Probably
do.
You do, bro.
You got a weird pinky toe?
I definitely got a weird pinky toe.
I can
My
move.
toes are
You gotta
weird in
bust them
general.
shoes off now.
You want me to bust the shoes off?
You ever
Here's
seen
the thing off.
no.
Here's the thing.
Keep them on. Keep them on.
Keep 'em on. Here's the Billy's not a fan of feet. Here's the thing. Is
Bro,
my
I'm just driving
toes.
you fucking crazy right now, huh?
You
I
got
can
nice feet,
I can
bro.
move my pinky toe.
Hey, whatever
on its
tell you
own.
that.
You can move your pinky toe
On its own?
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
talent.
fucking
That's
gross.
pretty.
That's he has so much dexterity in his hands.
Yeah.
It's in his toes now.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
fall
also
into it.
it's
He
also
gets it.
it's also because he's from Kentucky
Born
and
and
he probably
raised,
got
wanna fight about it?
some weirdness going on a couple generations back though, right?
Well, the
I'm
Kentucky
saying.
isn't the
Couple?
Kentucky.
A couple?
One generation?
One generation? We're
I
talking
love it, dude.
6 generations.
I was joking. I love
Born-
Karen. I love
full
Karen. I love Karen. She's
Karen's
awesome.
sweet.
Full bread. Full bread. Full bread. Kentucky is fuck.
Oh, there it is. Did you hang that yourself?
Surely did.
Damn, that's a big old projector. How much that thing cost you?
Nothing. I got it from my ex-girlfriend.
I'll give you $25 for it, dude.
Well, you can fuck right off, I'd say.
That's how we see our comments on
yeah,
the.
dude.
We can't. We
I always
25
tell
bucks.
him-
Our comments, the people are worth more than 25
Wait,
bucks,
wait,
bro.
wait.
Yo, this is fine.
Every
This
once
guy.
in a while, man, I'll tell him, I'll be like, hey, man, Kev, just do me a favor, dude. Just do me a favor and just go fuck yourself, man.
Yeah.
Good Lord, boys.
He never sees it coming, but it's like,
I left
do
for
me
5
a
minutes.
slick
What are you even
favor.
talking about?
Well, we talked about toes, and I gotta say, my toes.
Toes?
You won't.
How did it get to that?
My toes are pretty fucked up, but you won't notice it till I'm older though. That's the thing. Is like I see that I saw like my abuela's toes and my uncle's toes, and that shit's fucked up. That's what my toes are gonna look like when they're older. Right now, that you could see the trajectory, right?
I can pick up
But,
things with my toes.
Yeah, so can I,
Like
bro.
an
Everyone
orangutan.
can, because we're fucking
oh,
monkeys.
yeah,
Hey,
monkey
you ever
toes.
seen
Monkey
the-
toes.
you
What
ever-
do
I
we
got
call
monkey
it? We call it monkey
Adam
toes,
I got
man.
those too.
Toes?
Yeah.
No one has fucked up toes.
Adam's
like
got
Adam
fucking
Kenway
finger
does.
toes, bro.
We've
Adam
noticed.
Kenway got the
If you
biggest
play
toes.
King of the Stump with Adam Kenway, you're gonna fucking lose.
Yeah,
He grabs the stump with his
grabs it.
toes, and you can't push him off.
bro. Adam's got fucking finger toes, bro.
Dude.
it's I'm saying.
Why he plays
I
his
bet you-
bass so
I-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All his bass licks are in his fucking toes,
Yeah.
man. It's like painting Manning on his forehead.
He doesn't know who Peyton Manning is. so
I do know who that is.
No, you don't.
He played football for a little while, right?
a little. There you go.
He played football for a little bit, right?
I barely know him, but I saw a meme one time that said that, so I'm gonna steal
He
that.
keeps
from
all
that
his
meme.
playbooks up there, dude.
Hey, every play
That's a
that
good
Peyton
one.
Manning knows is in his forehead. Every
That's he had a big forehead, I guess.
oh,
He has
has
a huge
forehead.
Huge
Dude, he's like
forehead.
he's like a
He's got
six head, dude.
Is he a good player?
5 to 6.
Oh, he's a hell of a
Yeah.
player.
Made
He's
a
one
lot
of
of
the best-
touchdowns.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Probably not.
Scored a lot of home runs.
Big home run.
A lot of home runs.
500 feet home run.
A lot of
man, big time.
3-pointers.
A lot of 3-pointers.
A lot of
big time.
three-pointers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
He's
gonna.
a pitcher for the Rangers. He is a pitcher for the Rangers.
Does Brian actually know that the Rangers is my favorite baseball team, or is he just talking
Of
shit?
course he does, bro. He's not.
Brian, do you know it?
Of course he does. He's gonna.
I love
comment and be like, "You're
Bartolo
dumb,
Colon's my favorite player that's like ever fucking played, and he was a pitcher for the Rangers for a little bit.
I don't know who that
Yeah,
is.
dude.
How do you not know who Bartolo? He's the fattest pitcher of all time.
He was a chunk, dude.
Really, he's a chunk.
bro. And then like on his way out, he played for the A's for a long time, and then he played for every team. But he's like 350 pounds, and when he played for the Mets, he hit a home run. It was the funniest thing in the world. It's a long
How'd that
story.
fat guy swing like that, dude?
Yeah.
Well, pitchers typically
Usually
just don't hit
swing.
very
We were
well
talking
at
about
all.
The National
Yeah.
and American League last.
Pitchers
don't even- they don't even go to
swing.
bat.
They only go to bat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is Rangers National or American?
It's American.
National.
National. Yeah. So
No,
they
it's
don't.
national.
They have to hit. Yeah.
They have to, but they're not very
I'm
good
pretty
hitters
yeah,
though.
I'm pretty sure they're
right?
national.
No,
Pitchers
never.
typically,
I didn't
yeah.
really had to hit. I didn't
Ask
really
my
had to hit.
mother, man. She's the.
Yeah, if mom's watching, mom will sit there and tell you what. It's
Yeah,
called,
she
dude.
knows where. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mom is
yeah.
not watching though. I know
But
for a fact she's not watching.
he's my favorite.
she don't care about us.
I'll show.
Should-
I'll show you some MLB highlights later.
Yeah, show me some.
I will
show me
say
some
though,
highlights,
if you
bro.
wanna watch some baseball shit, and you wanna talk about the Rangers, watch fucking Nolan Ryan hit that dude
Just
with
getting,
that baseball.
what's his name from the Blue Jays, right?
yeah, it's from the Blue
Just getting-
Jays.
God damn
And
it.
he runs up.
He puts him
he
in a
runs
headlock.
up And he tries to come and fucking whoop Nolan Ryan's ass, and Nolan Ryan puts him in a headlock and just beats the living shit out of him.
Oh, it's gonna make me
Oh
so
my
mad.
God.
I watched this
They
100
try
times
to
and I
get
can't
a
think of
hold
his
him,
name
and
right
he's
now.
just sitting
Nolan
there
Ryan,
whooping
like,
him, dude. It's
he like literally pitches the rest of the game with his nose bleeding.
yeah, and
It's
He's like,
amazing.
he's like eating his blood.
whoops
the
the
whole
shit
time
out of
he's
him, dude.
pitching,
Yeah, whoops you out.
Oh, Jesus
And people
Christ.
keep on thinking that baseball is boring. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, dude. Baseball's like
At all,
shit,
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
What what's your opinion on the locust in Africa?
Hey man, ain't no more bugs. Just get some fucking fly swatters, bub.
If everybody in Africa had a fly swatter, we'd be in good situation.
Ain't shit, dude. Ain't shit, bub.
Hey, shit. Yeah, that is the funniest answer ever.
They got electric fly swatters now, dude. You hit them one time, they fucking slap them. Dude, zap, 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 zap,
Every
zap, zap.
every dude in America has been slapped with a fucking electric fly swatter. So.
Knows that it'll fucking bug up, dude. Look at
We got locusts over here now.
I
How
don't
many
know.
plays we gonna get this fucking season? You know what I'm saying?
I guess
Australia too,
all
bro.
7 of them probably.
Locusts,
Australia-
like for sure, that's a thing
Australia for sure, and all the forest burned in Australia after the locusts came in. Tell you, Revelations is
now. I'm
coming
about
true.
started going to church
Saying.
again.
I think
telling
we
you.
I think we can all say 2020 is a fucked up world
I'm
right now.
done.
Hey,
I'm done with this
And
year.
all we gotta do
Kanye
is
2020, right? Kanye's running for president now, guys.
Dude, I'd vote
Is
for him.
he?
Oh, he announces his candidacy yesterday.
Dude, he is not any worse than fucking the people we got going right now. So
I'm into all of it.
There's
bro.
7. Brian said all 7. There's 7 plagues, right? There's 7 of
7
them.
what?
In
Oh,
Oh,
Revelations.
7 plagues and 10 commandments. That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
7
okay.
plagues, 10
Well, we got
commandments,
locusts and
Brian.
fires going on right now.
Read
so-
Revelations, dude.
I had a frog fall on my head a couple weeks ago at my house.
Well, that probably just jumped off your fucking roof.
That's the fourth. that's the fourth plague.
There's a whole lot of shit above you, bub.
yeah, there's lots of. It's,
all I gotta say now is the world's so twisted now. Who says the Antichrist can even take on what's going on?
there's
right
no
now?
way, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
2020,
hey, dude.
2020.
Wait, is
can
Kanye West
go
the
to hell.
Antichrist?
Dude,
Nah.
I'm gonna say it.
I hope not.
In Texas,
Hey,
in
if
Texas-
he is the
in Texas
Antichrist,
at
he's
the
a
point in
terrible
time-
freaking
no,
Antichrist,
in
dude.
Texas at the point in time, in Texas when Obama was first taking the office, when he was
They
like,
thought he was
first
the
doing
Antichrist
that,
too.
Everybody thought he was the Antichrist.
Yeah,
I
but
remember
In
that
Texas,
too.
it was a thing, and it
There
was
was
like
a huge thing
it
in
wasn't
Texas about
anything
that.
more than like people were just like, "Yo, dude, this is the fucking other goddamn like." He was like Muslim and shit,
He's
and
not.
that was mostly what it was.
He's definitely Christian.
Everybody
Yeah,
thought he, everybody
no,
thought
yeah.
he was,
He's not even
but
like,
everybody
they were
thought
just,
he
like,
was
talking
Muslim,
shit
and
for no
that was the
reason.
whole reason was because they thought he was Muslim, and it was like
Okay.
he's the Antichrist because
He's-
he's Muslim. It's like, no, dude, that's just his religion. Like, no big deal. You know?
But he's definitely an atheist, though. We all know that, right?
Well, fuck, man, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm an atheist. I'm an atheist too. I'm just saying.
So nobody-
I'm just
nobody-
saying.
Don't say that. Mom's watching, bro. Shit.
Mom knows I am.
Billy loves
Mom-
Jesus, though, right?
Yeah,
Because you
yeah.
got some people watching, so you love Jesus.
I don't want.
Billy loves
next
Jesus.
Question.
So it's just not
Next
about
year's
you,
question.
bro. It's just not about
Hey, boy,
you.
you're religious.
No, but yeah, 2020 is a fucked up year, bro. I'm
Yeah,
ready for this to
truly.
be over already.
Yeah.
I would, dude, you know, my thing with 2020, man, is like with all of this, just bullshit. I'm not gonna say anything about it or whatever, but like you know, like back in the 60s and the 70s, just shit, like all of this huge division in the world and shit like that, and like rock and roll became this huge thing of like making everybody better and shit, you know.
Kind of brought people together.
I
Yeah.
really hope
They were
that
writing music to bring
history
people together.
repeats
Right.
itself, you know. It's
So-
like all this division, and everything. Rock and roll came and was like, yo, love, peace, fucking. Blah,
yeah, but
blah,
they
blah.
got to go to shows. We can't even do that.
Yeah. I know.
Hey,
Yeah,
dude.
for
Hey,
real
dude.
though,
We,
dude.
hey, man. I've
For
been,
real
I've been
though.
talking about doing
Our
fucking
shows
park
getting fucking
concerts for a little
canceled,
while,
yeah.
dude. I've been talking about doing park shows for a little bit, bro. Like
Park
just-
shows?
Yeah, just free
Yeah,
shows, man.
just getting a couple
Like,
bands together and just setting
let's
up
just
right
do-
then and just
let's
like
just
putting it
do
in a
park
park
shows,
and just
dude.
letting it roll.
Where people can actually
Yeah,
get together
that'd be
and just
fun.
be
The
together.
Grateful
and just
Dead, the
fucking-
Grateful Dead snuck into a goddamn college park in the back of a van and then set it up and then bam.
When you say
Dude.
a park show, you mean where like you drive your car and go watch it?
No, I'm talking
No.
about like an actual park show.
What
Like,
about
people
like,
walk
like
up, like you set
you
up
know
in
where
the
the
park.
big oak, you know where
and-
the big oak tree is in fucking downtown?
So you're trying to like just get rid of like okay, yeah, the law says you can't go to a venue, so you're like fucking hey,
Fuck
we're
it,
making
dude.
a venue
Let's
in
get
a
it,
park.
Yeah.
We'll
Dude,
set up
like-
we'll
Let's
set
do
up in
it.
the
Hey,
park.
Blind
and
Faith did it. Allman Brothers did it. Grateful Dead did it.
Let's fucking do it.
Dude. Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it.
That's
Yeah.
it, you know.
Right here, we're stating it right now, bottom of the bill. We're doing it.
we're
Yeah,
not
dude.
gonna do it because the government's gonna watch us do it on here, but we're gonna get some shit going.
Bring
gonna
your
we're gonna figure it out.
BYOP. Bring your own pure
Least
self.
favorite jam band and go. I have this
Pure
answer locked and loaded, bro. Pigeons playing ping pong. That's it.
No.
Hey man, I like pigeons, dude.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
Don't
they're-
shit on pigeons.
They're
That's like their
fun
whole,
band.
That's like
I get
their whole
it.
fucking
But
like
they're
a
fucking- they annoy the
prerogative. It's
fuck
like
out
a
of me,
chant, like
though.
a party band.
Dude,
Yeah, they're-
Scrambled Greg annoys the shit out of me.
They all annoy.
but
Bro,
the band themselves are tight.
They're all talent. I'm not saying they're not talented.
I'm going to every show. I'm just gonna say that.
I'm just.
Pigeons
I'm
is
not saying they're not talented guys. They're all very talented. I'm not as good as they are, but I'm just saying like they annoy the fuck out of me.
My thing with pigeon playing is ping pong
He doesn't
is,
like music
and
for fun.
some people are gonna some people are gonna hate this, and there's not anything about it. Some of their songs are pretty fucking lame, and then Scramble Greg is fake happy.
Who's Scramble Greg?
the guitar player.
The lead singer.
How happy
Jeremy's
he is
nasty.
up there.
I'm
I mean,
saying, bro,
I mean, I
it's
am
fake.
extremely
Yeah.
fucking happy.
No one's that happy.
I'm
No one's
I'm-
that happy.
I'm
No
so
one's that happy.
when the band's like playing, we're getting down. I'm so happy, like it's killing it. But his like excitement and all his things he does with the big wide ass eyes, he's like,
Or like
Hey, what? You
Bro,
ever
that's
you ever seen
bullshit.
his like his YouTube videos?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what's up, the coop or whatever? It's like, bro, you can't be that happy
Coop.
coming straight out the fucking
Yeah.
video, dude.
Bro, and also, yes, it's simple and too poppy and poppy.
Twiddle's
and
the
shit.
fucking literally the Antichrist.
I'll say-
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
say
not a
it.
big Twiddle guy either.
I'll say
I'm
Twiddle
not a
for
big
sure.
Although the bass
Obviously,
player's a
Twiddle-
fucking animal. The bass
Obviously,
player's an
Joe
animal.
Verspero does not eat tacos though, because cilantro's good as shit, dude. Sorry, bub, but I disagree.
Yeah.
Twiddle,
Yeah,
Twiddle,
cilantro's too good for Twiddle.
yeah.
No, you
Dude,
need
for real.
cilantro and onions though. It's twiddle and something else to make it a good thing. So cilantro is correct for what you're saying.
That is true. Yeah, cilantro by itself is not very
Authentic
good.
tacos from Mexico is cilantro and onions. So in order to make it a good thing, it has to be cilantro.
Which
plus
one's
something.
cilantro?
The green shit.
I don't know.
Forgive him. He's from Kentucky. He
Born and
doesn't
raised. Want to
understand.
fight about it? Continue.
I do actually at this point.
Go outside,
I've been training
bud.
Muay Thai for 2 weeks, bro. I'm
You
ready
gotta-
to go.
you gotta-
I'm not gonna.
I've been training Muay Thai. I'll kick your ass.
Yeah, kick your ass.
Bill, you got an empty cup right there, bub. Hey, we're at the bottom of Billy's fucking drink right now.
We're at the bottom of Billy's bill.
We're at the bottom of
Really?
Billy's bill right now.
Hey, it's that fat ass ability, bub.
Bro.
He's been drinking on an empty cup for a while now.
So, but what at the end of the day, if I have to hear FUNCK one more fucking time,
Hey.
FUNK.
Sorry, not CK.
You ever
Bro,
seen?
fuck
You ever
that
seen?
song.
I thought it was FUNK.
It is NK.
Yeah.
I said I fucked
I
up.
thought it was NK though. I thought
Like
it was
AND. Yeah.
He's not
No,
from this
because-
dimension.
Because they play
It's
funk,
hard
it's
to
so
spell.
fun. It's a play on words, really.
I thought it was fuck you NK, and I was like, that's pretty risky for what you're doing right then. And then I was like, oh no, it's FUNK. They're spelling funk.
Yeah,
I
they're
said,
spelling-
I
ever
get it
heard,
now.
you
But
ever heard their song
Like,
called
Jesus
The Liquid
Christ.
though?
Yeah.
Liquid, like
Yeah.
that shit's fucking
the
tight.
liquid
They-
or
they go in
melting
there, like,
lights,
they go
like
that-
they have a lot of cool shit
Yeah,
that's going on, and
they
it's super
do.
dope.
They do, and their new album isn't that bad.
And they're
honestly.
fun.
No,
And
Dude,
they,
Snake Eyes is tight,
Yeah.
dude.
they need a keyboardist. To
Bad.
Say.
Bad.
Badly. Yeah.
Bad.
I'd say.
Greg's
I'll
playing the
agree.
keyboard part, and he's not doing what they fucking need to be
doing
doing.
I'll agree on that. If they had a
big
keyboard
old
player that was
chump,
dope as shit,
dude.
it would really like go a lot.
Introduce me.
So who are your
Introduce me, dude.
who are your least favorite jam bands?
Ooh, shit.
Twiddle, hands down.
Twiddle, okay.
I forgot about that.
I think everybody hates
Yeah.
Twiddle, and Twiddle pays them just to like put on Spotify. My old lady,
Dude.
Everyone gets paid to put on Spotify. To be fair,
I
yeah,
saw
but I
marketing
think Twiddle, like,
campaigns.
my old
I
lady
saw
says
Twiddle
that
in
like Twiddle
1904.
actually just fucking like literally paid their entire way through the entire
That's
fucking
what
their
that-
entire life.
And so here's what I'll say: if you're a band and you have a shit ton of streams on Spotify, you paid for them. Period.
Yeah.
Because you have marketing people like
Yeah.
like a good marketing campaign
Push the
costs
shit
like
out of it, dude.
10 grand.
Yeah.
Right, and that all contributes to your
A
streaming.
band that
So-
doesn't have money is not making it.
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
telling that
Yeah.
guitarist just breathe.
Yeah,
You don't have to sing the whole time.
The bass player's a fucking animal though.
The entire time.
Yeah.
Who's your least your guys?
My least jam band?
you.
Shit, man, Twiddle, dude. I mean, like, to be honest
Cheers,
with you,
bud.
it's just like, oh, dude. But to be honest with you, like, man, I like a lot of music, dude. But like Twiddle, dude, just gets under my fucking nerves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes me mad. It's like like John Mayer, but like jam band.
They're
well,
not
me,
that
me
at all.
and Corno,
actually.
we work together,
Dude,
right?
mine's fucking Mo.
Yes.
Mo,
I was
Mo,
waiting for
I don't like
somebody
Mo
to
either.
say it.
No, Mo's
I don't like
I was
Mo
waiting for
either.
somebody to
dude.
say
I
it.
like
good.
early like 2000s Mo.
Oh,
they
no.
get
That
it.
shit's so bad
But
though.
Mo nowadays, man, they're just fucking boring.
Some of that. Some of that.
I can't stand Mo, man.
I like their jams though. I will say I don't like their songs, and their guitar players are just not good.
Yeah,
I haven't actually
the big
listened to
thing
Mo
is
at all.
me and Joe, or me and Joe, not Joe. Me and Jared hang out, and we talk about Mo, and like fucking one of their guitarists is like kind of sloppy.
Yeah, he's terrible.
And one of them are like right on it.
I
Yeah.
disagree.
You know, so one's like super
Billy needs to
technical
drink,
and
finally.
just getting
Billy doesn't
that
know
shit
about
the whole time.
guitars, though,
So one of them,
I'm out of this
get it
conversation
the
then.
whole time, and one of them are just super
Oh,
sloppy.
Billy's drinking Budweiser
And
now.
it's like, dude, like, it's just one of those things. Like, dude, Mo is, and then on top of that,
You're not
dude,
good enough to be that famous.
yeah,
is
they're
all
not
I'm saying.
that good to be that
Yeah,
famous.
I feel
And
you.
then on top of
I
that,
had free tickets
your
to Mo,
fan
and I
base is
skipped
called
it, dude.
Morons, dude. Are you fucking kidding?
Bill-
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Going back to Bill Haight thinking Mo's really good, he also thought Stevie Ray Vaughan and Derek Trucks sounded exactly the same. So I'll just say that.
Are
What?
you
You did say
kidding
I have to take a
me?
piss
Did
real
you
quick.
say
I'll,
that,
I'll let you
Billy?
guys deal with. I gotta
Wait,
take a piss.
hang on. No, but like, when did I say that?
Stevie, bro.
In the van, you're like, I just can't tell. I
He's
can't tell the
literally wearing
difference.
a
It all
Stevie
sounds the same to
shirt.
me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
literally wearing a Stevie Ray Vaughan shirt.
Which one's that?
Stevie Ray Vaughan, are you kidding me?
What song you write?
Which?
What album's he on? What album's he on?
I don't know. I always say I always give him shit, and he likes guitar solos more than anything, is what I say.
I do too.
I think it's I don't like them.
But that being said, though, I fucking love a good.
Have you ever heard Stevie with Reese Winans though?
No.
Like you should listen to Stevie with Reese Winans.
He totally
Okay.
has heard it. He just probably
Alright,
hasn't.
Like Reese Winans, I don't know if you know who Reese Winans
Yeah,
is.
No.
it's later Stevie.
Dude,
It's later
he is.
Stevie. It's later
Listen,
Stevie.
listen to Reese Winans because like he is the baddest organ
Yeah.
organ player ever.
Yeah. He's
Him and Chuck
yeah.
Lavelle is like neck and neck on
Chuck
like
Liddell's played?
Chuck Lavelle.
Oh, Lavelle.
Lavelle. He was the dude who he was the. You know who Chuck Lavelle is?
No.
Damn.
Kev, of course he fucking does.
I
man.
don't. I really
You don't know Chuck
You know-
Lavelle?
He's on Brothers and Sisters. So when
don't know what that is either.
Dwayne Allman
Rolling
died,
Stones.
Oh,
he
Rolling
was
Stones.
and they had to like figure out a lead player or whatever.
Yeah.
Instead of getting a guitar player to be the lead, they chose a pianist. And Chuck Lavelle is the
Good.
keyboardist.
Good decision.
Yeah, good decision, right? Dwayne's the bee's knees god of
I'll tell
everybody.
you this: before I joined Side Hustle, I never listened to Allman Brothers.
Yeah, no. I asked him.
Before we moved out to fucking Florida and Georgia area, we never heard of the Allman Brothers either.
It's,
Yeah.
So-
it's a Florida thing.
No,
Yeah,
but
it
like
is.
when
It's a Florida,
we
Georgia
played
thing
the
for sure.
Jay's Tavern fucking show or whatever, I was like, hey man, we're gonna do like this huge jam for the last song together or whatever. And I asked Billy, I was like, yo, you wanna play Whip and Post? You wanna play Whip and Post? And he was like, what the hell's Whip and Post?
He already knows.
And I was like, I just looked at him and I was like, what? He's like, I don't know Whip and Post. And I just looked at him and I was like, what? Like I was just dumbfounded. You know, like I didn't know it before fucking. I moved to Georgia or whatever, so like I can't really be mad about it. But once I heard it,
but you can.
but
Though.
yeah, once I heard it, I was like,
Holy
what?
Shit,
Like,
yeah, holy shit.
you know, like
wow.
it's a,
Billy doesn't know anything about music that's not electronic music.
Yeah, and
you were in a huge band, electronic, right? Though
huge.
They were
yeah,
huge, bro. That's,
huge.
that's,
was it
No,
huge?
he got it right. He got it right.
they were
He got it right, he got it right.
they were
But that-
relatively they were relatively well known in Jacksonville.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what it
I heard shit like that. That he was in a
And
big
he's from-
band.
They
You
were
were in like
in
a
a
Maracha
He's from
band, right?
Texas
Remember
too,
that?
and he-
They
he
never
heard
they
that.
never
Yeah.
released they never released a record. They didn't they were well known in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Which is like being the
Let's go back to the Allman
skinniest,
Brothers,
which is like
though.
being the skinniest kid at fat camp.
For
let's be
sure
real.
a Maracha band. For sure a Maracha band. For sure a Maracha band.
But I did-
Maracha.
Maracha bands are sick, so I'm fucking cool with it, dude. Like,
But did I not learn how to play whipping post? And then did I not also perform
Did
that
you?
with
Whipping Post is
Melody
easy as shit,
Trucks
Billy. Come
Yeah.
on.
singing it and then crushed that fucking
When?
organ solo at Blue Jay. We were on tour with Joe
Whipping
Marshall.
Post,
Joe.
Whipping Post doesn't have an
Yeah.
organ solo in it, though.
Huh?
Whipping Post doesn't have an organ solo. In
He
it.
played
Yeah,
one.
bud.
Hey, dude. Hey, I
He
play
literally
organ
takes
solo.
an organ solo in the
I
song,
I
dude.
play organ solo too, and
Oh,
so
I
we're
was about
good,
to
dude.
say.
Yeah.
Literally takes an
But
organ
yeah,
solo
we're
now.
good.
and
Yeah,
things,
we're
so,
good.
yeah.
I,
I'm glad I'm not the
Yeah,
only
I-
pianist that takes a fucking organ solo. I'm not a pianist. I'm an organ player. But I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm not the only
Caleb
fucking
is an
keyboard
organ
player.
player, not a pianist.
I
at
am not a
all.
piano player.
Yeah.
I am terrible
It's
at
a whole
that
different
shit.
instrument, bro. It's a whole
Yeah.
different instrument. Just,
I am-
just 'cause
It
it's
really
not,
is.
but it's a different way of playing it. But,
Yeah.
well, teach her.
It is. Don't listen. Don't listen to Billy.
let
Don't
me
listen.
let me see.
I've
Hey,
never- I've
shit
never- okay,
sliding by
so
Bill
I-
over here.
I have never taken a piano lesson other than Tom Bennett 3 times in my entire fucking life. So this is all solo me.
Listen, organ is a whole different way of playing. It's a whole different instrument
That's what I said.
completely.
Keep going.
Right, because it's a different instrument, right? It's
I like Billy, dude.
It's like the bass and guitar is basically the same thing, just a different way of playing it. It's like no, it's not.
Yeah.
They're different instruments altogether because
By
the way
far.
because the way that you play it means it's a different instrument.
That's
you
it.
don't approach the organ the same way you approach the piano and
Not
vice
at all.
versa.
Yeah.
When we were in the studio the first time around, we were recording one of our
Keep
songs
going.
and Billy had to take an organ solo. We had to coach him on how to play the organ because it's like, bro, we get you can play the organ like a piano,
Yeah.
but it is not. You don't solo.
You don't play it like
you
an
don't,
organ.
You don't play it
I'll
like a
say,
fucking piano.
I'm definitely a pianist.
we
before anything.
Oh,
we
yeah, sure.
well, you're definitely not an organ.
But I mean, like, but a piano
for
player,
fuck's
like,
sake.
dude, a piano player is top notch shit.
Thank you.
Like, you
Yeah.
don't
It's
like.
great.
it's
You're
I'll
not.
agree-
You're just,
I'll
you're
agree
like-
too. I'll
you-
agree
yeah.
too. I'll
You're,
agree
you're
too.
just not a piano player just to be a piano player.
Listen,
like that,
guy-
there's a lot of work in
guys,
being a piano player.
There's a
takes
lot.
a long
There's
time.
just
I
a lot-
understand what you're
but,
saying,
bro,
though, too.
Neil
I
Evans
understand
on the
what you're saying,
organ.
too.
Come on, that's
Dude,
not any
don't
less
fuck with that
technic-
guy. Don't fuck with
That's
him.
not any less
Dude.
technical than what happens in the piano. Again, we're just talking about different instruments, different approaches here.
Yeah.
It's different
So-
playing. You
yeah,
you can literally do drummer rudiments on an organ.
Yeah.
And Lackey Doley. If you haven't
I was
heard
about to
"Give
say
Me
Lucky
Some
Dolly, too.
Lovin',"
He's
Yeah, I was
amazing.
gonna say
if
Lucky
you
Dolly.
haven't heard "Give Me
He's so
Some
good.
Lovin'" by Lackey Doley, it's a cover, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you haven't heard his organ solo, that has the baddest. I'm
Please
talking
to
like
God, go listen to that
Go listen to
song.
it.
It's so good.
go.
So-
you will never ever
It is
ever
the
ever
sickest
ever
shit I've
ever
ever heard as
ever
far as
ever
organ playing.
ever. Like literally, it took 10.
We heard
fucking
it
evers to learn.
yesterday. Like Brian Roy on Brian Roy did. Check it out. Brian, drop that link if you're still watching. We watched it. We
I
heard
showed
it yesterday.
To Brian.
It was
I showed
dope.
it to Brian. What are you talking about? Brian don't know shit.
Oh,
I showed
sorry.
it to Brian. I love
My
you, Brian.
bad,
but
Brian.
I, had
I
to show
thought
Brian.
you showed Caleb's stupid ass.
Hell
No,
no,
my
dude.
bad. My bad.
Next guest we have on, just bring their brother or sister to fucking join.
Dude.
Because it's being ridiculous at this point.
Bro, it's like it's a completely different instrument and
It is, man.
fuck, I had a point I was trying to make it, I forgot it.
There is none.
No,
I
there's
take
a
a
point.
peek.
The point is
It's
that
my fault. My
Billy
fault.
doesn't really know how to play the organ, and it's an important instrument to know how to play in funk
Hey, man,
music. I'm
I
just saying.
will like kind of. I'm not even good at the organ. I don't
Oh,
even say
wow,
that shit,
wow,
but, like,
wow,
you
wow,
could
wow,
totally,
wow.
you could totally teach me the piano though.
Well, yeah. do you
Him
know
and,
how,
between him and Tom Ben, I could probably get pretty good. But
yeah.
The thing is also even with piano, it's like the piano could act as several different instruments too because it's a
Okay.
percussive instrument, but it's also but at the same time it's like you can use it as a melodic instrument, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But if you listen to the way a jazz pianist approaches a piano versus a classical pianist, it's like, hey, bro, yeah, it's like Billy's a great piano player. Because a lot of pianists can put
We have
sheet
that-
music
we
in
have
front of
that
them and
recorded.
read something, right?
I know, right?
But as an improvised piano player, I'm just saying, Billy, are you good at improvising on piano?
Billy, are you good at improvising?
Out of 10,
I mean,
Out of 10, how good are you?
I probably like a 6 out of 10.
that's generous.
Is that-
Which is still failing. But I would
is
give, I
that
would give
generous?
myself a 6 out of 10. But come on.
I was fucking with you. Billy's a
What
great player.
Thank you. But what I've learned about Oregon is less is more
Yeah.
No,
yes.
less is by far more.
with
And
Oregon.
A
Yeah.
big thing with
all of
organ
it,
is too
with all
though.
of it.
Not true.
A big thing with organ is though is that the way I see it is that it is way more rudiments with chords.
Oh no, we lose internet.
I don't know what happened there.
We
Goes to
lost,
Gilmore
we
Street.
lost the
What the hell
You
happened?
saw-
we
have
lost
internet there,
the we lost
Everything's fine, I think.
Everything-
we
Everything's still
lost
good?
the
No,
whatever the hell
it's-
this thing is called up here
Projector.
the power
Really?
the power went out.
Powers went out for a second there.
But it's still no, it is disconnected actually.
Oh no.
That's very strange.
It'll be back in a second, I'm sure.
Weird. Like the power went out.
though. Whatever you did, fucked everything up.
Yeah,
What'd
what you
you-
doing there, bro? Some fucking. Yeah, well, it ruined our power,
Flushed the
so.
toilet and it fucking just killed everything.
It's still recording
That's
onto
ridiculous.
our computer, but I
That's-
think I think somehow the
The
power.
air
went out.
conditioner's still fucking going. Everything else is still
The air
going.
conditioner just came on.
All we know is you went to the bathroom and then for a second the lights went out like it's fucking Disney World.
Maybe
I'm
you're
a dick,
reptilian.
dude.
Maybe you're reptilian.
Yeah,
yeah.
you were reptilian, dude.
Call him like you see him.
Yeah, find
Oh,
out.
you see- the internet's still off?
I don't know. Well, I got 2 fires.
Are you still going live?
I got it right here. I got it right here. We're
Still
still-
live?
we're
Oh, we're
still
still live?
sick.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
we're-
watching it right
no,
there?
we're-
Nice.
we're,
We're not live.
broadcast is interrupted, so
Okay.
we're
Yeah.
off. Brian Roy's last comment is Billy has my favorite fingers in town.
I don't know what.
Brian really likes your fingers, Billy.
I don't know what to do, Anton.
It's
It's never happened before.
Restart it.
Well, yeah, see if you can restart the
Are we
live
still?
Yeah.
We'll have to-
restart the whole thing.
It's still recording on the OBS side of it, so we'll be able to put the whole video up on Patreon
Yeah,
still.
it'll be good.
Well, my
Well, that's
internet's-
dope.
Yeah.
my
Dude, you got a sweet record collection over there too.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, it's nice.
And that helmet, dude.
That's my dad's helmet from the 70s. It's
Nice.
right from what's the name of that fucking movie? Where they're trying to smuggle cocaine on those Harleys through Phoenix, Arizona.
Below.
No.
No,
I
that's
love that
not
movie,
blows
though.
the whole
I watched
Johnny
movie Tripping
Depp
on
thing.
Acid for the first time.
God, what's the name of that movie? I can't think of it right now. Yeah, I think there ain't nothing I can do about this one, bud. The fucking power went out and the fucking cable got disconnected.
It's alright, the
if I had
internet's
to
just
guess,
loading
it's
back
probably
up.
a rat or some sort of fucking thing.
Yeah.
One of them pointy nosed cats or raking or whatever.
Do you have some bratwurst or what?
I do, and we can eat food later on, but at the same time, like Jesus, like I don't even have internet.
I know. Well, the internet will when it'll come back in a minute here.
Oh, you
It
know
is.
it's
I miss,
Obama.
I miss you, big cat.
Yeah. It's a bunch of 420 signs on there too. He loves Obama.
I do love Obama. He was great for 8 years, and then
Well, I mean that's subjective, right? No, it is subjective.
I've always loved this like fucking.
The fireplace in the back,
Fire in
and
the background.
now you get to see what's actually happening.
Dude,
here.
that
It's loading up.
Yeah.
Fire stopped.
The internet's.
You know what happens when the fire stops, man? That
Dude,
means the
all
devil's
that- all
around,
that
dude.
happened.
Oh no.
The devil ain't fucking here, but I'm the devil. Oh shit, Mama said, Mama, my bad.
Earlier when I was like, fucking the pastor let shit. This is like, man, mom's watching.
Tony, I think the fucking internet and power went out. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Well, we'll make a post.
You just want to do like live from our phones and stuff.
We could do that.
It's still recording, so we're.
It's still recording for the podcast. So you can say it, but it ain't live no more.
It's not live
It ain't
anymore.
live no more.
All right. Well, at this point, we've been going for almost 2 hours. We could probably call it and.
we have, dude.
and
We over
yeah,
2 hours?
Yeah, almost 2 hours.
It's
man.
8 o'clock, dude.
This is how it goes, man. Every
Wow.
time we do this, we're like an hour and a half. We'll call it, and then we just keep it going, and it just ends up being 2 hours sometimes.
Yeah.
It's because you forget that you're doing a podcast.
Yeah,
You know.
I could have definitely
Uh,
been sat here talking for at least like 3 more hours.
I'm saying, man.
Well, the projector's
But
still on.
If you guys are fucking hungry, we can get some fucking brats going. We can hang out, have a little grill session.
do whatever.
Dude,
I'm
whatever,
having fun.
like-
I'm having fun drinking and talking to you guys.
Yeah,
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
I'm down, man.
It's
I
up
don't-
to you
I don't know
guys.
what to tell you, bud. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll go
I
live.
I can't control everything. I ain't God.
No, I understand. I'm gonna go live from the side hustle page, and we'll on the phone real quick, and we'll have to.
Well, you connected to my internet?
I'm connected. I've got fucking unlimited data.
I do
so-
too.
Same.
Not in your computer, you don't, obviously.
Good lord.
What's that?
Oh wait, no, it's working now.
It's
We're
working
back,
now?
we're back.
We're back. We're back.
Yeah.
We're back, kids. Almost back.
All
We're
right.
almost back.
All right, hold
Give
on.
me 2 shakes.
2 shakes. We gotta share it again on all our platforms, guys.
Gonna share it again.
You don't have to. You don't have to,
I'll
but
probably only
not going
shake my
live
ding
on-
dong one time. That's what happened.
yeah, shake your ding dong a couple times, bro. Whatever you
So
gotta
get
do.
off. Oh.
I messed up.
Did it come up?
No, I don't want to start my live video looking at myself. Nuh-uh.
Video has ended. That's so annoying. Okay. It's okay. It's not your fault. It's your shitty internet connection.
$150 a month.
For fucking what?
Sheesh.
Dude, Mountain Girl planted me jalapeno trees. I planted.
You're gonna kill him just the same way you did the whole fucking rest.
She doesn't want me to touch them.
We can't ever get 100%. We can't ever bat 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
I know the camera was surviving. The camera was surviving. The first time the camera's ever done that, and like the internet cuts out. Of course it does. It's okay. Are we live yet? Or
Are
what?
we live?
I've given you 3 shakes by this point. What's going on?
Oh, this is awesome. We'd love to do this again.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So if this is
Fuck
This
yeah.
is
man.
this is awesome,
You
dude.
guys are- this is by far the most lax session we've had yet.
Really, dude?
Yeah, for sure. For
Hey,
sure.
man.
It's
If,
always.
if there's one thing the King boys are good at, it's talking shit. dude.
I love it. It's so
Yeah.
much fun. It's so much fun.
All right, I'll go live on Side Hustle's page. Hopefully people still watching, but it's gonna be 2 different videos now.
It's all right. We'll
We'll just
make it
tell them
work.
all to go to the other page.
We'll just share it again on all the other pages. That's
Yeah.
what we'll do.
yeah. When you go
We can make it
live, we'll
work.
just do our things and all the
Are we live
make it
yet?
on the little
Now
little.
now
we're
we're
live?
live again.
We're live again.
Yeah.
We're live
Okay.
again.
Hey, everybody, go to the other page and watch the other video.
I don't think it's gonna do much just saying it on here. I think we gotta show them.
Yeah.
We're gonna show 'em.
Sorry about that, everybody. We're gonna we had some technical difficulties, and it's Billy's fault, but we'll
It's
get
not my fault.
we'll get back to it.
Is that
share
y'all's-
it.
Is that y'all's?
That's
That's
Billy right
that's,
there.
That's our intro
the,
music.
That's the old one.
The old one, yeah.
That's
Is
Billy
that
right
is
there.
that y'all's
That's
actual
Billy right
album? On
Yeah,
the back?
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, dude, I need an album, by the way.
You need that? Yeah, we got you. You
Dude,
have an album?
I don't have an album
We
yet.
got you, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
You don't have
I
a
need
you
that.
don't have a what?
An album.
An album.
He doesn't have an album
Whatever
yet.
your EP.
But you're recording
Dude.
one, aren't you?
He doesn't have our
no,
album,
you
bro.
guys.
Oh, you don't have our
Yes.
album. Sorry.
This fucking guy, anyways. This fucking guy.
Dude, I
No.
fucking
Yeah, I need some more. I need
We
some
had
Billy
one.
electronics in my life.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Wait, actually, we were listening to Tom Bennett. You ever heard Tom Bennett's
I
album, Creepy
love,
People?
bro. It's so good.
That shit's fucking great. Oh,
Tom Bennett's
man.
he's fucking wild, bro.
Tom Bennett is.
dude, I enjoyed it. I was I
Yeah.
didn't know what to think, and then I was like enjoying the shit out of it. I was
Wait,
like, wow.
so
He's
we played
genius. He's a
yeah,
genius
we played
songwriter.
Old Good. We played Old
Hell of
Good
a player,
Festival,
too.
right? Y'all played it
We
with
played
us,
it,
dude.
yeah, with Matt Lapham and Derek from
that
Oh,
was
Jesus
sick,
Christ, I love Matt so
dude.
much.
so much
Matt
fun.
Lapham is the
Beast,
baddest
dude.
bass player
Oh my
He's an
gosh.
animal.
in Orlando.
He's
Like
the funniest
I would
person in the
I would
fucking
love to
world.
see
He's
him
so funny.
and like
He's funny
Shane
as shit,
Platten
dude.
go at it, dude. Like they're
I mean,
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Matt's a fucking animal. Shane's an animal. Shane's an animal too.
dude.
Both of them
I
are
seen
just
Matt Lapham
ridiculous,
do
dude.
like a quad roll. What the fuck? ever you
He's
call it,
got
as a
that
bass
Jocko
player,
shit
and
going
he was
on,
like,
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
like, but he went
Yeah.
all the way down the whole neck. He was like quad,
Yeah.
like hit one fucking note, and I was just like, he was like, oh, I didn't notice anybody even hit that thing, even saw it. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? You just did like the nastiest
Yeah.
shit in the world.
He's so funny, man. Like
I've seen Shane do that same shit though. It's just like, you
yeah,
guys, man.
we played with Matt on New Year's Eve at Tipsy Tiki down in Fort Pierce.
I wouldn't talk about that. I'd talk about the
It was a lot of
festival
fun.
that we played at.
but with Adam Volp on drums.
It was a
lot
good
of
show,
fun.
but there was like all of 4 people
Doesn't
there.
matter. It was a lot of fun. And
Hey, man,
oh,
4
there's-
people is still
there's-
4
there's
people,
delay
dude.
on that. Yeah.
On New Year's?
But
Ah, yeah.
there was
Hey, we've done that on New Year's.
but that was a really fun show. But then we played at Old Gooden with him. It was like with Derek Engstrom from Leisure Chief, the drummer from Leisure Chief.
Yeah.
So freaking.
Oh my god, they're so good.
dude.
And that was
So
that was
good.
so much fun. That was one of the funnest shows I've ever
The
played.
keyboard player has like a fucking almost like an easel, like an art like easel, like triangle keyboard stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tri
What,
stand.
what is that, dude?
Yeah.
Like what? Like
Yeah.
what the hell?
He's
guys?
very
an animal.
good.
He's an
very
animal.
good, too.
Who was that band we saw with Leisure Chief at 1904?
What?
The other band. Were you there?
No, Leader Chiefs at night.
It was Leader Chief- it was Leader Chief
at
and somebody
it was at
else,
Nighthawks, dude.
No,
Yeah, it was at Nighthawk.
It was at
Well,
It was
1904.
at Nighthawks.
It was,
I went-
it was
it
you
at Nighthawks.
guys, us,
You're
and,
thinking
Ni-
of
and
us.
Leisure Chief, right? Play at Nighthawks? Didn't you guys
We
play
played
that
with
show?
Leisure
with
No,
us?
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I don't
No,
think so.
it had to be. Who played the show then? We had like a barbecue and
Dude,
everything.
if I was there, if Vagabonds
I
and
was
Side Hustle
co-op,
and
dude.
Leaders, I was
It
fucking
was us,
wasted.
and then I think it wasn't it Tom Bennett's?
Oh, it was
I don't think it was
Scott
Vagabonds,
T.
man. I think I was drunk.
Yeah,
I think,
Scott.
yeah.
Scott T.
We played with Scott T in the what the fuck ever at 1904.
Okay.
That was when Joseph was in the band. That was the first fucking show we ever did at 1904. Remember?
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
I don't even think.
like
I don't
for
even think
Christmas?
that was a thing. I don't think that was a thing either.
I think so.
No, that was a different night.
Oh, was?
The first time I played with you guys when you were
Like
Milltown
Jays.
Road was with
We played at
we
Jays.
played with
But he
you.
was talking about
Was
the
it
first time that he
Jays or
played
was
in
it?
1904.
No, 1904. Yeah, it
Well,
wasn't 1904.
it was Andrew Scotchy and River Rats.
Yeah, River Rats. That's
Yeah,
what they call
with
it.
us and
Yeah.
you guys. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
May 9th, before all this COVID shit was gonna happen, we were gonna do it again.
Another one. Yep.
And it was gonna be
dude.
Vagabond, Side Hustle, and Andrew Scotty
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
That would have been a fucking. That
That would have
a
been a
great show.
super fun one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been a real fun one.
And they're fucking good dudes to link up
They
with.
are
up
good
in
dudes,
Asheville,
yeah,
man.
they are.
They put us on Andrew's birthday party in January at the Asheville Music Hall,
That
and
was a
that was
hell of
an
a show.
amazing show.
Dude,
and
y'all
I
fucking
bet it
Keith,
was,
bass
dude. I
player,
bet it
how to
was.
run the- y'all know how to run the roads, dude. Like, y'all do, man.
Like fucking Tyler Childs, bro.
Yeah.
Damn good feeling to run these roads.
Damn good. The White House
I
Road
don't know.
All
boys.
about the
good.
White House roads.
All
stuff,
about
dude.
White
We've
House
been
Road,
sniffing
bro.
that cocaine. Not
bro.
really, yo. Not really, not really, yo.
I've never done that in
As
my
far
life.
as you
No,
know, bub.
no.
No, but
Tony Montana, you never done it?
Okay.
All right.
We've been. we,
I must talk to my beer bottle.
I've done it like 3, 4.
Bro, we've been very lucky in linking up with some great bands. They've hooked us up in some awesome cities, but that's why we wanted to get you guys on the bill with Andrew Scotchy, because like if like I know we could have made that a great show,
Yeah.
and then they would have done right by you because they're just good dudes like that, and they would have put you on in Nashville too. And
Yeah.
Keith, their bass player. First off, Andrew Scotchy and River Rats just released a new record called Everyone Everybody Everywhere, or Everyone Everywhere.
Don't hurt yourself.
No, I had
Jesus.
to remember. It took me a second, bro. It took me a second. It's really good. I've listened to it. It's really good. And Keith, their bass player, put us up when we played at the Asheville Music Hall and played poker with us till fucking 4 in the morning.
Let me finish that bottle of
You're
Makers.
Talk-
talking,
There's a
talking
lot
about
of-
the poker shit. Me and Cordog's not poker players, but well, yeah, you can take my money though.
Right? Yeah.
Hey, we can fucking.
You guys
sit
want to throw
around
down some
talk
Texas
shit for a little
Hold'em?
while,
You guys
dude.
want to throw down
I
some
got-
Hey,
Hold'em?
you wanna play Texas
Down.
Hold'em? I can play Texas Hold'em.
You
now.
play some
Yeah,
That's what we
yeah.
do. That's
Yeah,
what we
you're
do.
from Texas, ain't
Hey,
you?
but if y'all play poker, you're gonna play craps with me and Corndog though.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Or
play it,
them
but I'm
bones.
down.
We'll get our money back.
Or
We'll
them
play the
bones.
Get our money back, yeah.
Play
You
the
can,
bones.
you
We'll
can
get
play
our money
craps
back.
or bones with us, bub. We'll get that.
We'll get our
I
money
don't
back.
know how to play either one of them. I'm down.
Yeah. Dude, me and Corndog, when we were super young and living in Texas or whatever, man, we had like a bunch of friends that like, dude, we would like just sit in these. My buddy Jonathan Aldridge, man, I don't know if he'll probably never watch this shit, but we used to sit in the back of his house, and he had like this huge forest in the back of his house. We used to sit in the middle of these woods, man, and play bones, which is
Play bones,
dominoes, right? Around this like a little bit small table, we'd get drunk all day long and just play bones all day long,
Love it.
dude. Just talking shit, man. It was so cool.
Shit and
man.
bones. We didn't have no money because we didn't have no jobs at the point in time because we were youngsters. So
Yeah.
we would just sit there and just literally it'd be like if you lost, you were just a chump ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
you just jump out.
And then like, dude, like, hey, it was, dude, our dad, man, he's just a old OG gangster, dude, and Tyler, man, the coolest motherfucker ever, dude. But,
Yeah.
It's not an it's not an
He's
OG
not a
gangster
gangster
like you thought he
gangster.
was.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, that
He's
means
not-
different
no,
thing
he's-
come around
he's not-
from
he's
where
not
I'm
a
from.
gang-
He's not the gangster that you thought he was.
Yeah.
He was the cool son of a bitch.
yeah,
that's
he's,
all it was.
yeah,
Okay.
he is not a gangbanger.
He is not a
He is
gangbanger.
just, you know.
When you say OG
Yeah.
gangster
Yeah,
down
yeah.
south,
Yeah,
that means
yeah,
you're on
yeah,
some shit.
yeah.
He is
He's
not a
sitting here saying that
gangster.
shit.
He is just a cool. He's the pretty much
Back
the coolest
in
dude you ever
Dad's
know.
day, it was different to be a gangster than it is nowadays.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
Like
love
back
50
in the
Cent.
day, like
Yeah.
it was like
I love 50
you know,
Cent.
it was like
Hey man, 50 Cent got shot like what 9 times?
9
So,
times
like,
in
Nine
one
times.
Dude's
sitting.
nasty.
In one sitting,
Yeah,
all at one
yeah.
time, took that shit.
I feel
No,
like he
like
wasn't
my
sitting.
dude-
put a band-aid over that shit. He's like,
Okay.
"Pah."
Yeah, Dad. No, our dude.
I actually like 50 Cent
both
a
of
lot.
both of our parents, man. Like,
I did. I was a big fan, especially before he got shot. You could hear the
what
difference in his
50
voice.
Cent?
Yeah.
Man, 50 Cent's but chump, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I see,
why
I
would-
see Cat Williams doing that. Did anybody see the Les Paul that she's
Yeah,
selling?
it's a beautiful S Paul.
that she's selling. Did y'all see
Cat
that?
McWilliams, what's up, girl?
So
How you
if
doing?
anybody, I'm just gonna say it because I want to say it.
You
Yeah,
need
do
a
it.
keyboard player
Anybody
too.
that
Me and Billy's
hasn't
looking up
seen
hire
the
for
Les Paul
hire,
that
girl.
She's selling for whoever is needing help. Go check
It's signed
that
by
out.
Derek Trucks.
Susan,
Melody
Derek,
Trucks.
Signed by
Melody,
everybody. Yeah, for sure.
most
That's a
it's
good
like
plug.
Lost boys. I'm just
Y'all
saying,
help her
like,
out, man. She's
I
fucking.
thought that was the coolest thing ever.
That's-
And
that's a
the
good plug,
guitar
for sure.
alone is worth $3,000.
Yeah.
It's a
and then-
Gibson number one,
It's a Gibson
dude.
Les Paul.
It's
It's like-
tight.
I just got to put that out there. I just saw it, and I had to put that out there before it got lost in the realm because
that's a
my
good
brain
plug.
goes 100 miles per hour. So I just put that out there because
All gas, no
whoever
brakes.
whoever needs that help needs that fucking help. For her to sell that guitar, needs some help.
For sure.
So I just wanted to put that out there.
That's a
for
good
it.
plug. For
Is
sure.
it a good guitar?
Fuck.
It's a
Billy's never heard
Gibson,
of Gibson
nah.
before.
He's never heard. He
I
never
do
heard
know
of
what
Gibson.
a
That's the
Gibson
whole
Les
keyboard
Paul
play.
is,
That's the
actually.
whole keyboard
Well,
thing. Is
it's
it
a
good?
Gibson it's like a $2,000 Les Paul.
Ask him what
And
a
then
Korg
signed
MS-20
by-
is.
Corn Dog, what's that Korg MS-20?
It's a piece of shit.
Hey, literally, that's the keyboard I bought. It was broken, so he has it right.
I know what it is.
All,
It's a piece of shit.
all I'm saying is that I know keyboard. I know what a good keyboard player sounds like. I can distinguish between the two. Billy thought Stevie Ray Vaughan and Derek Trucks were the same person. Is all I'm saying.
We already been over this when he went
No,
to the
I know,
bathroom.
but then the stream got cut off, so I want to bring it up again.
We had to make sure that
For those that are tuning in again, yeah,
I
because
will say both of those guys are incredible guitarists.
Stevie Ray Vaughan was my first idol. I will say
I've
my first
always
idol.
just
Hey,
said-
Stevie Ray
hey,
Vaughan
hey,
is
what's
the
the
absolute
difference?
shit.
Here's the thing. What's the difference between John Lord and Billy Powell?
Marshall.
Marshall what?
Marshall hashtag.
Billy Powell used a Marshall too.
Oh, Billy Powell used Marshall hashtag.
Okay, so
I don't know who he is.
You know who
People
the-
are.
Oh shit! Never mind. He don't
even know too.
Never mind.
See,
Never mind.
everybody knows
Never
Caleb's a
mind.
dumb ass.
no,
now.
but
That is
also,
rude.
but also Billy doesn't know about music. He just knows about electronic. That's
That's
it, just
not true.
electronic
Hey, dude,
music.
he literally just said that he doesn't know who either of the keyboardist players I just said was.
I
like,
know he doesn't know who they are.
Yeah.
He has no
I
idea.
still love you, Bill. I still love you, bub.
So, but what I'm saying is I can't tell you about the difference in the gear, right? But if you
I can't
played-
either.
If you played them for me, I could tell you the difference in their style. Billy has no idea. It's that
Yeah.
you play
Hey.
guitar. It's that you can have the guitar player from Creed playing, and then have fucking Derek Trucks
I just-
playing.
Dude, I
Are you a Creed
love
guy?
Creed.
Are you a big Creed
Hell
guy?
No. Who loves Creed actually?
Somebody
Creed is the twiddle.
Creed is the twiddle.
Creed
pop
is the
music.
twiddle. Yeah, like,
Bro, somebody came up to me at my last gig. Was like, "Man, you sound like Creed, man." I was like, first off, I'm an acoustic guitar and I'm playing by myself. Number one. Number two, I definitely don't sound like Scott Stapp. I can tell you that much right
I would
now.
straight up be like, as soon as somebody told me I sound like Creed, you're like, you're lucky I don't just beat the shit out of you right now. Like, I sound like Creed. Like, you're just like, I don't just break your fucking nose. Like,
He's
number
pretty
one.
good at singing, though.
Scott Stapp. He's a
Agreed.
great singer, actually. He's got.
I'm just doing it.
In the he's actually in the sense where like he can hit the notes. You know what I mean? He's a good singer.
Bang. Like,
I don't like Scott Stapp. Okay.
I'm gonna put on both of them. Creed sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, my parents they got divorced super early on in life or whatever. Cool, blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
It actually worked out really, really, really well for me and Corn Dog because our stepdad, huge rock and roller. My dad, huge rock and roller. You know, so it really worked out for us as music content or whatever, right? But somehow my fucking stepbrother, which is a cool dude, his name's Jeff or whatever, super cool dude or whatever, but like he kind of like got into like Godsmack and Creed.
Well,
and,
yeah, it's a
like,
big thing for a lot of people.
yeah, like his like time growing up in high school, whatever, that was the music scene or whatever. That's
Yeah.
what it was. But like every time we would listen to like the radio and like Creed would come on and Godsmack would come on, we'd be in the car and I would just be like, God, fucking like kill me now, dude. Like
I feel you.
this
Really?
is terrible.
You're before
Like,
your time. You thought that Creed was bad before.
It was terrible, dude.
okay
We'd
to
be
say
in
that
the
they were
car.
bad.
We'd be in the car just like riding down the road, and I'd just be like, "Good
With
lord!"
arms wide open.
Yeah,
it was
like-
bad. It was bad
Is
at the
that
time
Creed?
that
I
it
don't know
came
if
out.
that's
But it was like me and Corn Dog grew up on like ZZ Top, like 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old.
Well, you
in
know,
the back of the car, and like my dad's blaring ZZ Top or like Van Halen or fucking, you know, Boston and shit. And so I'm like listening to like my stepdad was just like sitting there, just like, I could tell my stepdad didn't fucking want to listen to this shit, you know. But it's
Yeah.
like the kid wants to listen to it, so like he's driving down the road, like literally, ice picks going in his fucking ear, you know, because my stepdad's the same way. He's like Van Halen, ZZ Top, fucking Boston, fucking every fucking thing that he could do, you know. Because
I know
me,
those
me and
bands.
Corn Dog literally
We do.
we stole CC like CDs from my stepdad.
Nice.
And like made my mom, who was a very Christian lady at that point in time, like my aunt is the organ player for our Pentecostal church. You know what I'm saying? So like my mom didn't want to
Y'all
listen, didn't want to said,
Pentecostal?
oh yeah.
Pentecostal big time.
Oh, yeah.
Lord, sorry.
Hey dude, but I'll
She's
tell
probably
you
better than
were-
Billy
we
is.
were-
Hey, I'll tell you.
I'll
I'll tell you one thing, dude. My aunt is the my great aunt is the baddest organ player I've ever seen in my life.
I'm sure she's better than Billy for sure.
Dude,
Alright.
she's
Big
better.
time.
Dude, like I said, she is the baddest.
Big
She
time.
is the baddest organ player I've ever. Like when she solos in church, she laughs. That's because she's having so much fucking fun. She's the baddest chick ever. And my mom,
That's
like
awesome.
you know,
She seems like
my
a nice
mom
lady.
literally dragging me to church.
She's a nice lady, very
Nice
sure.
lady.
Dude, my
Very
mom literally
much.
dragging me to church is the best thing that's ever happened. I hated it. Not hated it. Sorry, mom. But but her dragging me to church was like, yo, check out this gospel.
I'm gonna say it,
Pentecostal,
Mom. Church was a good time
Pentecostal
to
is
fucking
rough.
fall
I
asleep.
know it's
Yeah. Like
I went to church like maybe 2 or 3 times in my life.
I grew up really, really Christian too.
Man, you don't even-
We
you
grew
don't
up
even-
17 years of going to church every Sunday.
I
You
did all of that, but I didn't Pentecostal. That's like the heaviest Christian.
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
hey,
Speaking in
What's the
tongues,
difference?
shit like
I
that.
know.
What's
yeah.
I'm well aware.
What's the difference? I'm curious. I'm actually interested. Not that we're trying to make this a religious show, but I'm just interested in actually.
Man,
knowing the
hey,
difference.
what-
we'll
once
talk
you-
about it later because you really don't want to
Yeah.
get into
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a big thing about Pentecostal is that we were the ones that the Holy Ghost came into.
Yeah.
So the Holy Ghost would fall down, and like all of a sudden you'd like out of nowhere just be like people were like hanging out and like having a great time, be like, oh God, and all of a sudden like this old person over here just be like,
everybody would shut
the
up.
Hell up.
Yeah, everybody would shut up, and then
And then
somebody
they
else
would
would,
say
you know, it's
And then
weird, dude.
Somebody over here would be like, and God said, you know, it would be a whole different message, and like
It was
would just be
weird,
like,
man.
Like if only people would shut up that much when we were playing music, we'd have a great time.
It was,
Yeah.
dude, it
I
was
feel
weird.
If
that.
only would people
I always
appreciate
thought-
music the same way people appreciate that bullshit over there. Sorry, bullshit. If you would appreciate that over there, man, concerts would be great.
Yeah, I feel that.
I always
know,
thought
because-
they didn't have music with drums in it either, right?
No,
No, that's,
Church of Christ.
no,
That's Church
Church
of
of
Christ.
Christ.
Church of
Yeah.
Christ, right.
It's
My-
all
my
acapella.
stepmom-
That's a
my-
weird motherfucker
Love you,
too.
stepmom too. Love you, stepmom too. But like, she was a Church of Christ. And,
They
like,
would-
my
they
mom-
would
That's
have
Pentecostal too, though,
that.
right?
That's straight up
Nah,
and
it's
down.
Church of
No,
Christ is completely
Pentecostal's
different,
the
yeah.
one that's like church. Like, it's like all the long hair.
And you
like,
can't,
have to
you
be-
can't cut your
Yeah.
hair. My mom always
We
called them.
weren't-
we weren't-
They have PhDs,
Yeah, we weren't
Pentecostal
necessarily-
hairdos.
Yeah, dude. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. I like
We weren't
that.
necessarily that crazy, but we were
Pentecostal
kinda
hairdos.
crazy,
I like
you know?
that. But
And
you,
it was
you have to
all
have
great,
like
but-
long skirts and stuff, and it was
Yeah.
just like, man, like, dude.
It's a stone's throw away from the Amish.
But
I
it
didn't
was-
do
it
any.
was-
I didn't do any of that growing
Hey,
up.
the Pentecostal church, man, it was like stomping grounds.
That's
for
what
me
y'all
and
grew
Corn
up.
Dog,
That's
dude.
where you grew up. The
Yeah,
Pentecostal.
dude.
Mom,
Like,
this is
me
where
and
you
him
stop
started-
watching.
I was the fucking I was the lead worship leader. I was the lead
Caleb
worship
was
leader.
called
That-
to the ministry to be
Oh,
honest
yeah.
with you. He was
I
going to be a
supposed
pastor.
I was supposed to be
so-
a pastor, dude. I was supposed to like literally they like put me in training to be a pastor.
I like this a
Now,
lot.
is it
Now you're
similar
speaking
to
my
the
language.
Catholic Church, or is that like
No,
a
not at
different
all.
thing?
No,
It's
no,
almost
no,
like-
no.
I'm just asking. I
No.
don't know. The
No,
difference
but, like,
in
I was-
Catholic-
What I was gonna
That's
ask.
the difference, yeah.
I was wondering about
I didn't know if I was
the
gonna say
music
that, but I
aspect.
said it anyway. Just fuck it,
The-
you know?
the-
Ooh, I don't know who's out
See,
there,
the
but
music-
you know.
so the music
Sorry
aspect.
about it, bub.
Yeah, Corn Dog was the guitar. He's like guitar player, whatever. I had a drummer. I had a couple backup
There
singers
was
or
a
whatever.
sad face on that one.
That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna ask. It's about
we missed some
the
people off on
singing.
that
Sorry,
one.
for
Yeah.
your sad face.
That's
and,
all
and
right.
your brother was there with you too, Joe, right?
No, Joe moved like when I was like 10.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen sometimes.
Never
So,
mind.
but it was me and Corn Dog. Corn Dog was a guitar player. We had another bass player who fucking knew who the bass player was. But like, it was a whole band. I had a couple of, like backup singers and shit like that, and it was pretty cool, dude. But like, at the same time, it was really fucking weird. It was weird as shit, dude. Like just being in a, dude. It was it was so weird that like, we ain't gonna like actually say what happened, but like it would. The whole thing that just like the whole youth group that me and Corn Dog was in just got like demolished. It was weird, dude. It was
the youth group.
Yeah, we were in the youth group, and like the youth group pretty much just like as soon as me and Corn Dog took hold of the youth group, it was just like it was just, we're not gonna say anything about what actually happened or whatever, but
Good lord.
like,
Love
hey,
that.
you put me in you put me in Corn Dog in the youth group, it's gonna blow up.
So
imagine
we're,
that.
at this point in time, we're gonna tell Kevin to shut the fuck up for a little bit.
How far away from y'all were from Waco? Jesus Christ.
So y'all them Davidian Christians or what?
We're very far.
Hey, man.
Nothing that we ever did in our youth group was anything close to that bullshit.
Yeah.
Caleb is obviously making it way worse.
No one said
opinion.
Waco until fucking Billy said Waco. That's all I gotta say.
He's saying we're not gonna talk about it, and it's making it way
I
worse.
said,
Corn
I
dog.
shouldn't have
Yeah,
said that.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Unpopular
Corn dog.
opinion. I'm down with the Davidians. I don't know. I'll tell
Okay.
you.
I don't even know who the fuck the Davidians is. So, like, I don't
Waco,
even know.
Texas,
Yeah,
bro.
Waco.
Oh, is that what that was?
the Davidian.
Ah, man.
Kev doesn't know shit. Yeah.
Corn Dog, you're the one that did it, you son of a bitch.
Again, we're gonna go away from this shit because Kev doesn't know anything about it. So fuck that.
You didn't play bass
Hey.
in Waco, or what's the deal?
Hey, actually, I played the bass in fucking our church group for like two
Oh, for fuck's sake.
like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I actually played a left-handed bass upside down for a little bit there
Oh,
when we
Jimi
were in
Hendrix
our.
We
Yeah.
thought he
Yeah.
was Jimi Hendrix, so we kicked him out, and that's when all this trouble
That's
started.
when I became the singer. They're like, "Yo, you are terrible." Let me sing it then, dude. I can sing. I can kind of sing. We gonna find out.
We'll all agree though that playing hide and go seek in a fucking church that's fucking all dark
Yeah.
and spooky as fuck. though.
Yeah, that's-
We'll
Fuck
all
yeah.
agree on that.
They're
That's-
probably a bad idea
that's
when it
crazy
comes to a
as
bunch
shit.
of teenagers too.
That's crazy as shit. That's crazy as shit.
You gotta
That's,
try
where
to get.
that's where I learned piano. Everything was in the church and everything.
Was it a church too?
Yeah.
Dude,
I did Methodist. It was like a Pentecostal light.
No shit.
Nice. Hey, dude, like,
Pentecostal.
But I did
it's,
grow up.
it's the Michelob.
We were listening to some people yesterday that like it was obvious that they learned organ and all that shit in like
Yeah.
inside of a church, and like I was making a joke. I was like, if you learned organ in a church, you're cheating, dude. That's simple as that.
You got a head
if you
start.
grew up in church,
If you learn
like, that's
any kind of
cheating.
instrument in the church, you're cheating.
No,
and-
but
and
for sure,
there's no
organ
there was no organ growing up. It's all piano. That's why I learned piano.
Really?
That's why I can't play
Dude,
organs.
Yeah,
and
my-
Pentecostal.
Okay.
See, like you said, Methodist.
Uh-huh.
Methodist is probably piano more.
Yeah, 100%.
Pentecostal is way organ.
I imagine.
Way organ.
Yeah.
So if you grew up Pentecostal, like by the time you got to like 19, 20, you're sitting there fucking laying down like crazy like chord inversions
imagine.
and changes that are
They
all
follow,
working together.
they don't follow the preacher. up
and
there,
it was
too.
like
Yeah, they
that
follow
was
the preacher.
They do?
Oh yeah.
yeah, and it,
But they don't follow the preacher the whole time. They
Yeah,
like they
you
just
follow
the
the
worship
preacher.
singer.
So it wasn't like like this is God coming, the Holy Ghost coming down. And I was like, no, dude, that wasn't that. It was like the organ player was sitting there back there laying down some shit, boy. Like,
Dude,
yeah.
like my
What do you mean?
her
They're
name's
they're not on stage. They're behind.
no,
I
they're
mean,
they're
but
there.
on the side though. Like here's me,
Oh,
like
okay.
here's the
Like-
organ, like God's coming
like-
down, and
so,
the organ
like-
players over here being like that. And I can make the Holy Ghost come down right now, dude.
Right
Oh,
now.
dude. But like, so like my aunt
good.
Lacey, right? She was just top notch. Like she's the baddest organ player I've ever met in my
She
entire.
is the
She is the
baddest
reason. Like
organ player ever, dude.
like her and Greg Allman is the reason why I played the organ. Like
Nice.
literally,
That's
right? When
wow.
I got the Hammond XK1C or whatever. Like I took that bitch all the way to Texas to let her play it. There's videos on my Instagram. Go check it out. She's eating it,
She
dude.
whooped
What's your Instagram?
Caleb's ass. What's your
I don't
Instagram?
know what the fuck my Instagram. Oh, all day sucker or something like that.
All day sucker.
All
yeah.
day
Oh,
sucker.
it is.
Dots
Yeah,
between.
it's the Stevie
It's
Wonder
all
song. All day
underscore
sucker.
underscore
Yeah.
sucker. Yeah.
It's all day sucker. If you haven't heard
Aunt
all day
Melissa's
sucker
on
by
there
Stevie
whooping
Wonder,
his ass in Oregon. Yeah,
dude,
you
she's
watch it all
nasty.
day
She's
long.
nasty. But like,
That's awesome.
man, hey, when somebody takes an organ solo, or like when somebody takes a solo and literally laughs during the solo because they're having such a good time,
Yeah.
that means like literally that is their life.
Yeah,
That's-
100%.
That's where like you literally see the joy coming out of them because they're like they hit that one note, and they're like, ah, like that is the joy I want to be as a musician. You know what I'm saying?
You just fucked up one of my unpopular opinions over here.
Well, I just fucked up one of Anton's unpopular, but like,
I want to know
hey,
the unpopular
dude.
opinion.
I'm thinking right now, like we gotta get a fucking revival going in Jackson.
Let's do it, man.
Big time, big time.
Hey, man, me and Corno, we have been to so much revivals.
And just have a fucking throwback for all
We
this.
already throw back.
I'll play all the Methodist songs. You play.
We gotta go through his fucking list of fucking topics,
I've
though.
been to church like twice in my life, so I can't relate to you guys. But, and they were non-denominational.
Hey,
so,
listen, hey,
Non-denominational.
dude, hey, here we go. Vagabonds side hustle tour to Texas, and we'll just take you to church. Woo!
that sounds good.
Hey, my
down.
parents and my grandparents will take your ass to church. We
I'm
can
down.
go, dude.
I'll
to
play
some
it as
church.
well with my soul.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey,
You are
can do
the
it.
least soulful person I've ever met in my life.
You ain't heard that song before. It ain't soulful at all. It's just got it in the thing.
All right, let's
We're
go
doing
wrap
unpopular opinions.
Yeah, that's good. Let's
On
do
to the
it.
next segment.
The last segment.
Tired of hear Billy talk. All right.
Bill.
My first unpopular opinion is sports are boring.
Okay.
Sports are boring as shit unless it's baseball.
No, that's what he's saying. It's the most boring. Is
No,
baseball.
I like baseball, right? Because I grew up playing baseball, so
That's
I
the least boring sport to you.
To me, yeah. I can't, if you put baseball on right now, I'll watch it because I have it's a nostalgic connection to it. I grew up in South Florida in the 90s where the Miami Marlins won.
Go Fish.
Florida Marlins won.
Go Fish.
97 World Series and 03 World Series.
Laugh all
That
you
was
want.
my shit, okay? Like, I'm into it. Everything else I could give a fuck less.
Football and basketball is stupid because you just literally run back and forth for the whole thing.
That is.
No, none of that.
That's what I think.
I get that, but at the same time, like, have you seen baseball in person?
Yeah, of course. I went
been
to
to a game? Okay.
yeah,
That's not
I
running
played-
back
I
and forth,
played
Corey.
baseball.
I'm just saying, have you seen like a sick ass game though? Have you seen like a game
Yeah.
that's like actually worth the shit?
Yeah, of
Over
course.
There are games that are super boring for
Extra
baseball.
innings and everything.
They're all boring.
Yeah.
They're not all boring.
Every sports game is boring.
Every one of them.
The only reason why I like
like
baseball is that I played it, so I got it, right?
Yeah, same.
But it's like when it came to every other sport, it's like I'm not the guy that says that you shouldn't have sports at all. I see the need for sports.
Yeah.
It's like it's our modern day gladiator, right? I get it, 100%. I'm all for
That
it.
is
All-
way sweeter.
All I'm saying is that I find it like for me, I find it boring. If you don't find it boring, I get it. I support sports. It's just boring.
I mean,
as
I
fuck.
would personally I would rather take it back to the gladiator days. I really would.
And then
I really would.
Yeah,
Not
I would
not
too.
necessarily- not
Fuck,
necessarily-
just kill each other.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
I'm
kill
saying,
each
dude,
other.
like-
I wouldn't say kill each other, but like definitely like whoop the shit out of.
We're
each other.
overpopulated.
lions
I don't-
sort of
I
deal.
don't-
We're
I don't
overpopulated.
even
We should
wanna-
probably just kill each other.
And
I'm
I
down.
don't even want to see.
Yeah.
I don't want to like.
That's right. We can agree on one thing.
UFC.
I'm down.
I think UFC is stupid as shit.
No, I love the UFC.
Yeah, that's
love
I
it.
think it's
that's
stupid
the
as
most
shit.
boring sport.
Yeah, I
honestly.
think it is. I
Yeah.
think it really is.
You
I
just,
watched
dude,
when
you
I was-
you
when I
literally
was-
see each other just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Like,
I love
like,
it.
all it
I love
is.
it. When
I think
was-
it's stupid
Yeah.
because
It's the most primitive. It's the most primitive.
I can do
it's-
that at
And
Lynch's
it's
every
not
night, bud.
bullshit.
though. It's not though because you're not giving me a goddamn stick to whoop somebody out of it with it. You're
But
just being
it-
like, hey man, hit him with padded gloves.
But it's an art
and
form,
then you have
though.
a foot that I'm gonna kill.
It's an
with.
art
Okay.
form, but like
So I
go
mean-
to the bar on a Friday night.
Yeah.
you can see somebody whoop the shit out of somebody.
No, but it's different
Well, hell,
though.
if
It's
you-
different
if you
though.
wanna see
there's
somebody-
there's rules,
Hey,
but like
if you want to see somebody beat the shit, give me and Kev at a bar with like 5 British people in it.
Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll
that's,
say.
hey, that's a true story too, Bubba. That's a true story.
Yeah.
That's a true
Yeah,
story,
if you want
Bubba.
to see some shit like that, you just give me and Kev about 12 packets of British people. Whoop the shit out of them.
Hey, that's a real story right
Really?
there,
Let's
Bubba.
hear
Yeah.
a story real quick.
Oh
It is-
yeah,
it is
yeah,
a
yeah.
true
That's a true story.
Not-
Me and
not-
Corno with the shit out of like
there's my
5
girl-
people,
there's
dude.
my one being like, y'all shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
there it is right there.
All I'm
Shh.
saying is that there's an art form to fighting like that, right? It's all about like
Art form.
an attack and a counter to that attack, right?
Oh, there's all.
I watched a UFC fight. I can't remember who it was, but when I was
Because
like
it
20
just
years
all
old.
kind of runs together, and there's no point.
No, 'cause it's been 10 years, okay, and my memory sucks. But I was on mushrooms and I watched a UFC fight.
Jesus.
It was hilarious. I was at my friend's house I did not expect this to happen. We took mushrooms, and all of a sudden his entire family comes over to watch the UFC fights that night. And so I'm sitting in his living room with just sunglasses on. It's obviously nighttime, right? All the lights are off in his house. I just have sunglasses on and headphones in my ear. I'm just listening to like Pink Floyd or something.
Great
and,
fucking band.
And I'm watching the UFC fights in front of his whole family with his nephews there and everything, right? Nobody knows what's going on except for me and my friends. And I'm watching the fights. I'm like, I know why life exists now, because that is the most primitive way. That's the most primitive sport as far as like fighting goes, and you get to see people.
So we evolved and we made something better.
Sport.
It's called football.
Fighting is awesome. I'm just saying.
Football sucks.
Oh,
Football sucks ass.
goddamn.
Football sucks.
I'm just saying.
Well, welcome to
But you
Florida.
can't
I
have
totally understand,
fighting.
though.
You can't have fighting and then like regulate it to where it's football and then be like that shit sucks.
Football's just
So-
boring. I don't care about getting the
No,
ball.
So I do like MMA because like when Chocolaville, the Iceman,
Yep.
obviously.
Yep.
No, Chocolaville. It's not Chocolaville. Chocolaville's the fucking
Schladel.
keyboard player.
Chocoladell, yeah.
Chocoladell.
The chocolate Dell is the ice.
Who the fuck makes their names so close together?
Yeah.
Whatever. But,
Their parents, I guess. I don't know.
Anderson Silva,
Idiot.
when he kicked that
Retard.
dude and his
shin
literally
split.
his shin split and
Yeah.
it went around that fucking.
Nasty.
That was
That
gross.
was gross.
That was disgusting, right? But like you have what's that? Who's the Irish dude?
Conor McGregor.
Conor
McGregor.
McGregor. Aaron
Jumps
gets
for us.
confused from all the
That
time.
dude, that dude is nasty.
Yeah.
Like I would hate to get hit by that dude.
Yeah,
I'll get hit by that motherfucker,
it's-
but like I'd hate to get hit by him.
It's a
Be
real
like,
art form.
I will
Yeah,
spend
it-
3
it
minutes
is-
in the
it
round
is- it is-
in the ring with him for fucking $1 million.
So-
I will.
But
I
like
would.
you are
Put
right.
it in a museum.
But
'Cause
you
it's
are- you are
boring
right.
as hell.
But you are right. It's literally and like you have to learn this kind of form to be able to do this shit.
And when you're fighting somebody, like it's like you're fighting them, and you can watch in the fighter's face, like they're going for something very specific,
Yeah.
right? And then when they're going for it, and somebody else is like, "Oh, I know what you're going for.
Yeah.
I'm going to respond to that." It's jamming.
So
they're
like
jamming
you
together.
so here's
You
the
know what I
thing. Here's
mean?
the thing with being a twin brother, right?
You're ignorant.
Here's-
You-
here's the-
I know
again,
you-
though,
I know
again,
you
though,
tra- you
Conor
trained some kind
McGregor-
of martial art,
No,
right?
but this is this is the
Yeah.
thing with being a twin brother, right? Like Corn Dog used to kick my ass all the time. So
Still
like,
can.
No, he can't either. So like here's the thing with high school. Like
Still
high
can.
School, I was dude.
If
we were-
anybody
we were
wants to pay a
small.
ticket for me and Kev fighting together, it's $100
I
a
will
ticket,
kick
and we'll
his
About
ass,
to do
dude.
backyard
Yeah.
wrestling on Gilmore
But, like,
Street.
no,
at,
but here's
at
the-
minimum $500, and you'll get a live stream ass kicking from Caleb.
We've got enough musicians
Yeah.
to fucking start
So,
putting masks on and do
If
a
anybody wants to
WWF
pay
wrestling league.
$500 to me and Caleb a piece, we'll fight
Now
right
that's
now.
that's entertaining.
Yeah.
I'd much rather watch
But like,
WWF
but
than
like the thing
UFC.
is
You're
like
crazy.
Corn Dog used to like
UFC is
always
right.
like
About
kick
it.
my ass when I would like I kicked his ass the whole time, but like when we would wrestle and like he would always pin me and like just
He has
you
it
know
backwards now. He's fucking. I would always kick his ass, and he would always pin me
Dude,
because he's a UFC fucking.
that's what I'm
guy.
talking about. Like he would always like just pin me and shit, like just make me fucking so goddamn pissed off that I would just be ridiculous. So like I started training MMA. I started training MMA. I started training like Taekwondo and shit like that.
Yeah.
I never trained it, but I would watch YouTube videos and like watch them what they did or whatever. And so I started just fucking him up, right? And so like we got to high school, all these other dudes were like, "Oh, I'll kick your ass or whatever." Like, yo, come get you something, bro. You know, like I would like, yo, come get you some, bub, and I'd fuck everybody up, dude. You know, it's like then there's like this whole like fighting group. You know, they were like, let's make this
Was
fighting
some sort
group,
of
whatever.
fight club?
Yeah.
It was a
Dude,
fight club.
It was so weird, dude. It was like they saw Fight Club movie and they were like, let's
It
do
was a
this
bare
shit.
knuckle.
And like,
It was a bare knuckle Friday night.
bro,
fight
that
club.
we would put
In
bets
Tyler,
on
Texas.
it, dude.
Every-
It was
every-
bets. We would
Every
like
Friday night
I
was
would
a
make
bare knuckle fight
money.
club.
I would make money off of this shit, dude. I would literally make money off of
Yeah,
it, dude.
it
I'd
was
go
a
whoop
thing.
the shit out of somebody and make money, and me and Cordell would go get fucked up.
That's fucking
It was
awesome.
like it was so funny, dude. It was like
awesome, but it was stupid at the same time.
yeah, it was so stupid, but like I would go fight somebody and like me and Cordell would get tore up somewhere, dude.
Well, side
I
hustle
would-
is side hustle. I'll be a fucking commissioner of a fucking fighting
That's what it
club.
is, dude. It was,
For sure.
yeah, the whole like
Bill
Bill
be the ring girl.
No,
That's what it was.
I'd be a referee for sure.
Hey man, I'm down, dude.
I ain't
Like,
gonna fight nobody.
the whole Texas
Anybody will start a
idealism
fight
of
club.
like,
We can do it again right now, though.
Yeah,
I got,
the
I
whole-
got the perfect idiot to do it right
Dude.
now, boy.
I ain't gonna do it no more. But if you want some, come get some, Bubba. Like, it was so weird, man. Like the whole Texas idealism of like, who's the stronger dude or whatever. Like, let's get it, you know. Like that's what it was. Like in my high school,
Yeah.
that's what it was. It's like, you know, let's fight. You
Yeah.
know, if
We
you're a
had a
strong dude,
really
let's
good
fight or
time.
whatever. And like
Yeah,
I
Billy's
just
like, no.
I just, but it was just like I just knew like how to, like make your body go to this spot where I just beat the shit out of you.
Yeah,
You're like,
that's
like
fucking awesome.
you just like
I knew how to put you in a hold, is what he's trying to say.
Go see
But-
the Vagabonds, and then also don't fuck with
Yeah.
them.
but it's like now that I know that like I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to cause anybody pain. I don't want to do anything. I want to love you.
Yeah.
I am all about love now. Like I've heard so many people. I want to love.
Yeah.
Like, love is the actual answer to everything.
That sounds
Yeah.
some weird hippy
Hey,
dippy shit.
It is hippy dippy shit.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
It is. It
Caitlin, I'm
is some
corn
stupid
dog.
ass. Like I probably
Yeah,
sound
I'm
like
corn
a
dog.
big ass loser, but it's like love is the only answer that's gonna cure this world.
Also, this guy here is a fucking loser. So
I kicked his
Billy.
ass many
Yeah.
times. I
he
kick his
said,
ass
"Who's a
again.
loser?" This guy's a loser.
All right, Bill's unpopular opinion.
All right. tough
Here we go.
guys.
Here we go.
No,
Here we go. On to the next guy.
Are
On to
y'all
the
from
next.
Texas or something? Jesus Christ.
God,
Yeah, he's
fucking,
over here talking about
fucking
who's
Texas,
who's,
man.
who's the tough guy. Who's the tough guy?
Okay.
Not you, Bubba.
All right.
I think
not-
Bill's
no,
the tough guy. I think Bill's the tough
he
guy.
thinks he is.
Yeah, through and through.
Look at those fucking boots, bub.
Yeah, there you go, bud. Superhero. My unpopular opinion is that superhero movies suck.
They
Suck.
do.
Fucking
They
hate
do.
them.
Suck.
Big
I
time.
agree.
They suck.
All right, next one.
Every one of them.
I agree. They're boring
They
as
suck.
Every
fuck.
one of them
They're
suck.
boring.
Don't care.
Yeah,
Acting
They're
sucks.
Yeah.
Special
There's some
effects
good ones.
suck.
There's some good
Yeah.
ones.
All of it sucks.
They
I
all
don't
suck.
follow the storylines. I didn't
You
read
wanna talk about a
comics when I
They
was
don't
a
make
kid.
any
You
sense.
know a superhero? Fucking Outlaw Josie Wells is a superhero.
I love Junior Wells.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The
Westerns.
Lonesome
Yeah.
Dove. That's a superhero. You know about superheroes are like cowboys. Those are superheroes.
They didn't
Cow-
even put the whole fucking book
Jesse
in the whole
James?
movie, though.
Jesse James, superhero.
Superhero.
Fuck,
Love
dude.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
They're really good at
Captain
sh-
America.
Corn dog,
I could kick
shut
Captain
up.
America's ass.
Kick Captain America's ass.
There you go.
All right.
That
so
shield ain't shit, dude.
I got my next unpopular opinion is this is a really unpopular one. I actually don't miss gigging at all.
Do you not?
I don't at all.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Not even a little bit.
He's cashed out.
And
Yeah.
But here's what I'll say.
It's
though.
hard.
I separate what I mean by a gig versus like playing like a real show.
Okay.
Right? I miss playing the shows where it's like,
Like 1904 compared to Jay's.
yeah, like when we're
Not
selling,
Jay's, but
no,
like,
I love Jay's,
sorry,
but
dude,
when we're
sorry,
selling,
West. I'm sorry, West.
when we're selling tickets and shit, you know, we're playing our
I'm
music. Like I miss those shows, obviously, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
we do what we do, but like when it comes to playing like fucking, I don't know, Mellow Mushroom and Jack's Beach,
Oh yeah.
I don't give a fuck about
You
those shows.
Oh,
you
Lord.
miss playing shows to where you're fucking
Like
playing
bar
your music,
shows
and then
compared to
you
actual
don't
shows.
miss playing shows where nobody gives a fuck.
Right. To me, that's a gig.
I
A
love
That's
show
it.
is a
Yeah,
show.
a show is
But-
like playing music you give a damn about, and you're playing your shit. But like when nobody gives a damn,
That's just a gig.
Kalen,
Like,
you
who
were saying
cares,
today
dude?
that y'all work construction, right?
yeah, we do. We do.
I don't have to do physical labor, but I have to do a menial fucking task, fucking 9 to 5 for the whole week, and then I get to go play fucking gigs on the weekend. You telling me that like you don't miss?
Oh, dude, that's my favorite thing though. is, like,
Thank you. All right, so
and
yeah, I'm popular very much for sure.
I've worked a day job while I was gigging before. I get
He's
it. I
never- he's
understand.
never
But I haven't
worked
worked
a
a
day
day
in
job
his
in like
life.
5. Get the fuck out of here. I just haven't worked a day
He
job
never
in a
did
long
demo
time.
work in construction.
No, but I did.
Have you ever been under a crawl space pulling out insulation?
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh yeah, there you go. Have you ever done that
Yeah,
before?
big time,
Yeah,
big
I
time,
have,
yeah.
actually.
Bullshit.
I have.
I don't
I've
believe
done,
you for a second.
I've done all kinds of work.
I don't
bro. It's-
believe
Yeah,
it.
it's
well, like I
okay.
said, like me and Caleb, like we like now run a crew that is just full remodel.
Yeah, I know.
So we tear down houses to the bones, which is just basically the sticks. It's the 2x4 walls and
Right.
shit.
Well, he's saying he would rather do that
That's not what I'm saying.
than go play at Dick's Wings.
That's not what I said. But I hate playing at these
I don't think
wings.
you'd rather do that. For
I,
sure.
I wouldn't, of course
No,
not.
I don't think you would.
It's
yeah.
why I haven't done it yet.
I
right?
would-
Yeah,
I would-
exactly.
It's
exactly.
It's,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, but I've
can't
worked,
really
I,
miss it
No,
then,
I've
can
worked.
ya?
I've worked hard labor jobs before, like where I'm doing like
You're a
mostly
hot,
like
you're a hot carrier.
no, mostly like landscaping gigs and shit like that.
Shit's hard,
Where
bud.
I've done, which is fucking in the Miami heat in the summertime.
No, that
when
shit
you're working
sucks.
12
Yeah.
hours outside.
Yeah.
I've done it. Like I don't miss that at all. I don't. I
Because
love.
to be honest with you,
I
to be
love
honest
that
with
entrance.
To be
by the
honest
way.
with
We
you
have-
guys,
we've
corn
done
dog
landscaping.
doesn't do a goddamn thing
This has
when
been
it
the
comes
most-
down to it. I am the dude who puts on all of
You know what Corn Dog does? Corn Dog calls the boss.
That's
talks to the
right.
boss.
This
That's
must-
right.
No,
He does
I
the heavy
am,
lifting after
dude.
the boss talks.
That's
I
right.
am
You're
the
a smart
boss.
man.
'Cause he
Corn
can't-
smart, not
Yeah,
hard.
he can't
Shit.
talk very well to the boss. and
Shit.
So,
This is the most
Shit. He's over
there-
unorganized
he's over doing
fucking
this,
thing
yeah.
that we've ever done. Like,
Ace
without a
Arena,
doubt.
John Sorry from Ace Arena. Make sure you go. If you guys are into video games or like really anything, go check out Ace Arena for
I'm
sure.
into anything.
Well, they
I don't
have
know
some
what
great
Ace
stuff
Arena
over
is.
there.
Unpopular opinion.
Next unpopular opinion.
Also,
yeah,
go
yours.
check out Ace Hardware. I mean,
They're
another is
great.
Ace Arena, but Ace Hardware is cool ass shit too.
We forgot to say at the beginning of this. Think amongst yourselves. I assume that you're both connected, like Witch Mountain, and that you have telepathy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Which
Yeah.
mountain?
You've
Not
never
te-
seen
telepathy?
Escape to Witch Mountain before, and you're identical twins.
We're not identical. We're fraternal.
Well,
You're
yeah,
not
you
identical.
fooled me.
Yeah, we are. I know, right? I know.
We
No,
are
we're
not
fraternal,
identical,
but we
and
do
also-
have-
guys apart easy as
Caleb's
fuck.
kind of fucking retarded, stupid. So sorry, not
Retarded
retarded, not
America.
retarded, but stupid.
No,
So
just Tropic Thunder said it. You're good.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
No, don't.
coming from the guy who literally graduated behind me.
Oh no! Wow, he's ahead of you in age.
No.
Wait,
we
wait, wait,
graduated
wait.
at the same time. I just got held back because I didn't go to school. That's the reason.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see. I got you.
He likes to.
I
He
didn't
likes
show
to
up to
use. He
school,
likes
so
to
they-
use that. He likes to use that excuse a whole lot, dude.
Oh, man.
But
Oh,
you've
man.
never seen Escape to Witch
Next
Mountain
subject.
before.
I don't think I've ever seen that either.
Fucking watch Escape to Witch Mountain. Apparently, every twin that's ever been born is basically from outer space and has superpowers and has telekinesis.
Oh,
You know-
my-
hey,
Oh,
you
in
know
that
what?
case, yeah, we
yeah,
are,
Chelsea,
yeah.
Chelsea,
Hey, you
Chelsea
know what-
says
you
the
know
same
what,
shit.
Yeah, we are.
Chelsea says the
Hey,
same shit.
The Mayans. The Mayans.
Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are definitely we are definitely superheroes, and we have to.
That's
Chelsea
that's
says
a
the same
made-for-TV
shit,
movie from the Disney
Hey,
Channel
also,
from
my,
1997, by the way.
my mom and her sister are twins,
Yeah.
and who else? Oh, and my cousin had kids, and they're twins also out in California.
So the
You're not a
Mayans.
twin?
The
I'm not a twin, no,
Mayans.
which means if Chelsea and I have kids, we're probably gonna have
That's
twins.
pretty crazy. Yeah, you will.
No.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not
skips
her.
it- it
It's the
skips a
next
generation.
people. Yeah.
In
But-
our,
oh,
in our
you're
family,
you're
yeah,
Yeah,
our
the
My
family.
mom had twins though.
Oh shit! Yeah, you probably have twins.
So you're gonna
Yeah,
have
it's on
twins.
my
Yeah, we'll have
twins.
twins. We're the twins, and it's considered for us. So we're gonna our kids will have.
We'll have twins, right? It skips
Yeah.
shit, right? It skips
But
a
Yeah.
it's the
generation.
The Mayans actually believe that the twins are the king of corn.
Corn
Yeah.
King.
Is that
like-
why you're corn dog?
You fucking know it.
No, the corn dog. He's corn dog because of something else. I just can't tell you on actual life.
All right, what's next on popular
Yeah.
I don't want to
opinion?
know.
I'm corn dog not because of fucked up reason. I'm corn dog for a good reason.
Because you like
So-
corn
No,
dogs?
it's the bad reason, dude.
Corn dogs are great, but
This
no,
is
no,
the last one. But
Shut up, dude. You can
Think amongst yourselves is what I was trying to say.
If you got an
Because-
unpopular
because-
opinion, think
because
about
of
it.
the telekinesis and then Escape to Witch Mountain, etc.
All right.
But
So
think
corn
about
dog,
an
don't-
unpopular opinion. It was.
let's
I was trying
think
to
about it
ask.
before they actually do.
Okay.
Next one is over here.
Is what I've got. Cooking shows on TV need to slow down because I can't follow.
Hell no, I love them. I love them.
You like cooking shows?
I'm a-
You didn't
I'm
even
100%.
think at all for the.
I never think about it. I love
I
cooking
hate
shows.
'em. I don't
I'm
give
a big
fuck
fan of
about
cooking
'em.
shows.
You guys watch Somebody
Somebody
Feed
Feed
Phil?
Phil?
That's Chelsea's favorite show
You
of all
watch
time.
that shit right now. I love it. That's my
Yeah,
favorite show.
it's a good show.
That's
It's
my
fun.
favorite show.
It's fun, but it
Cooking
makes you
shows
feel
is
like
kind
a-
of stupid.
Huh?
They're kind of
That's,
stupid.
that's what I was trying to say.
I mainly agree
Somebody
with
Feed Phil. There's no way I'll hate that show.
What is that show?
you. Chelsea loves that.
Like,
That's her
it's
favorite show
kinda
of all
stupid
time.
shit.
Dude,
They're just
you
like-
watch somebody.
you just
You
Listen
watch.
to him. We're on a show right now. We
Watch
can't just
somebody
talk.
feed
Oh, yeah.
Phil. Watch somebody feed Phil and see if you don't get happy about
What
it.
is that? What is it about?
It's on
It's
Netflix.
somebody
just
feeding
watch
this
it.
motherfucker called
It's
Phil
him.
and just like that's it.
No, it's a guy named Phil that
Somebody
goes
feed Phil,
over.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, first of all, First
saying,
of all,
dude.
I will say though, anything Anthony Bourdain does, make sure you watch him first.
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain is the fucking
The
one of the
king.
first guys that
Never seen one.
has the
He's great.
the Food Network that follows around your Earth and goes around there and tries out
Travel Channel.
everybody else's every shit. You know,
Oh.
he does that. But somebody feels he goes around and does that,
Quality.
and people like feed him and shit, and it's awesome because he is one of the most fucking optimistic, happy persons that's ever. Fucking
It's infectious, yeah.
and
Well,
watching
it
him
is.
eat, I was watching him just be a part of this.
I'm
shit
aware
and
of
eat
who
shit.
he was. Can we
will-
go
will
back to
make
Phil,
you-
though?
That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
go back to
Phil. That's what I'm saying.
Let's get back to Phil.
He's talking about
makes
Phil
you
right
happy.
now. Phil
Yeah.
makes
Phil,
you happy.
Phil
He does.
Bourdain. Andy Bourdain's great.
Oh, I see.
He
Phil
killed
makes you
himself.
happy.
Sorry, he killed himself. That's what happened.
Yeah,
Phil
so-
makes you
But
happy. I could
Phil-
live without the show,
Phil-
though, I will say.
Phil makes you happier than a motherfucker, and it's just great. And
All right.
He does like
Bourdain
a
is
little
the best thing
dance.
ever do.
My last unpopular opinion, which I wrote down unpopular opinion because I guess
did,
I was
you
just in the
did.
moment. But what I meant to say was I'm not a big fan of sci-fi films, which is why I don't like The Matrix,
Yeah.
which is why I haven't
Yeah.
watched The Matrix.
Yeah, we're
I'm not
aware.
either.
You've
Yeah.
never seen Aliens?
Have you
before?
have you
saw
seen Star
Aliens.
Trek though?
Yeah, I saw when I was a kid. I don't
That's a
remember it at
sci-fi
all.
film.
Yeah, but I was a kid. I don't remember it at all.
Did we watch
As
it?
an adult, I'm not a big sci-fi guy.
I'm a big movies guy. But you saw the movies, or the TV show,
What, Star Trek?
Star
I
Trek.
saw movies when I was a kid.
But the TV show.
TV show I watched when I was a
So
kid.
you watched both of them.
Well, I was a kid,
Okay.
so I don't remember them at all.
Keep going.
Keep on watching.
I would watch them then. I wouldn't watch it now. Is all
You
I'm
don't
saying.
like the Matrix.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I said I
You
haven't
don't.
seen
What,
it. I'm
what
not a big-
about
I'm
what
not a big
about what
sci-fi
about
guy.
Aliens though?
Didn't watch Aliens.
I don't really
I'm
like
not
Aliens
a
either.
big
though.
sci-fi guy. Is what I'm trying to
Aliens-
tell you.
Aliens with like Arnold Schwarzenegger or what?
Alien? No, you're thinking of Predator.
Predator. That's Predator.
Yeah.
Aliens is the best action movie of all time.
I need to watch Aliens then because I've never seen Aliens 2.
Nobody else
Yeah,
has ever
the
said that in their life, by
the-
the way.
It's
I
the
think
sequel.
Die Hard is the best fucking movie ever.
I never watched Die Hard
That's
either.
the best Christmas movie.
Well, it's the best Christmas. Okay, but we're not talking about action
not-
movies.
it's
We're talking
not
about
really
sci-fi
Christmas.
movies.
Oh
here.
no, yeah, but I'm just saying like Die Hard. Like he just said. Die
If we're
Hard's the
watching,
best movie.
if we're
Like,
talking about
Die
action
Hard's the best
movies,
movie. Like,
The Other Guys is the best action movie ever.
Disagree.
the other guys.
Not even close.
I'm trying to think of like, whatever. The
Dude, Red is the best fucking. The Red.
Red
Red.
is sick,
Red's a good
dude.
one.
Red
But
is sick.
Alien. Yeah. If you want to get into sci-fi movies,
I don't.
watch Aliens.
I'm not going to do
Just
that.
watch Aliens.
You guys have an unpopular opinion or what?
You have you're the Vulcan dog. Like you're the fucking one who should be like
reptilian.
reptilian, Vulcan,
I
whatever.
said
the-
Vulcan.
He's not.
Yeah,
He's
I
not
said
smart
Vulcan.
enough. He doesn't have any emotion. You're right, but he's not smart enough to be Vulcan.
I
Ah,
think
shit.
Spock's a
That
Vulcan.
is debatable.
Spock's the
Ah.
guy.
I'm a pretty
Yeah,
smart
he's
guy.
Vulcan. He
I'm
wouldn't. But
yeah.
you've seen Star Trek, so you know what Vulcan means, right?
Yeah, I
He's
know
got a great
Vulcan, so I
beard
said
and a
Spock.
great.
But Spock's a communist, and I'm not.
He has
so
a
I'm just
great.
saying.
He's got a good. He has the
I'm not
great
commie.
beard and the
I'm
great
not
hair.
commie.
So
Thank fucking
He's
God.
got. Most
Goddamn
people have
right.
receding
America,
hairlines.
4th of July, hoorah.
Anton has a impeding hairline. It's like it's gonna take over his face eventually.
From this angle, not from this angle. I'll tell you that much right now.
That's the key
have you ever seen like the actual people who like? Have you ever seen like the people who actually grow hair like the?
Yeah,
in
they're
their
like the
entire
wolf people.
face?
It's just fucking crazy.
And they're all from
Yeah.
Kentucky.
They're all from Kentucky.
We've
All right.
all seen the Guinness Book of
So you should be the one, right?
It's true though, and
You
the
guys-
blue skin.
You guys got an
people.
unpopular opinion? Have
Yeah,
you thought
you
about
got
one?
one?
Like,
Unpopular opinion. Let me
Damn.
think about it.
I don't know, dude.
If
I
you don't like dogs,
You don't like.
fuck you, dude.
If you
That's-
don't
I'm
like
just
dogs.
kidding. I'm just
Coming
kidding.
from the
That's
guy
not
who
really
literally
unpopular.
owns like 3 cats.
yeah,
Like,
I love cats too, though. I'm a big cats
Four
guy.
cats.
I can't
Four
own.
cats.
I don't-
I can't own any cats right now because my dog will literally just like rip them into shreds. But I love
Yeah.
Oh,
cats.
weird.
Yeah, weird.
That's weird.
All right.
oh,
well,
socks and
All I gotta
Hey,
say
socks
is,
with
all I gotta
sandals.
say is we're all fucking human beings, man.
Well,
We're all-
in this room are.
yeah.
Oh yeah, three of us.
And one
We're
of
all-
them is vibrating
We're
real
all
fast
human
and looks
beings,
like
man.
one.
We're all human beings. We all share love the same way, dude.
It's all about love.
all
Through our
good
wieners. All right, it's great seeing you guys.
Bam!
Yeah.
Through our wieners.
Hey, man.
Hey, remember socks and sandals is okay too, dude.
Yeah, he came in
You're
walking
obviously
in with
from
socks and
Texas.
He came in
Birkenstocks.
walking in socks and sandals.
Socks and
Obviously
Birkenstocks,
from Texas.
dude.
That shit
Do you have an
doesn't
album
fly.
name yet? If it's not Socks and Birkenstocks, like I don't know.
Dude,
Yeah.
I will say,
It's
their
them
album cover-
Vagabonds. Album
Yeah,
name,
it's gonna
them
be
Vagabonds.
named
So
them Vagabonds, but the album cover is gonna be super
Keep it
sick,
out.
and y'all are gonna realize what it is when it comes out.
That's
Fuck
right. That's
yeah.
right. The last thing we asked is, what are you trying to plug?
Trying to plug.
plug it in, baby. That's hey, we're trying to plug it in, girl. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about now.
it's like Glade. Plug it in. Plug
Hey.
it in.
Fucking
Same thing.
yes.
Bernie Sanders said. Like, come on, America, it's the Bernie Sanders show. You know what Come
This
on,
has been
America.
Another episode
This has
Bottom
been
of the
like
Bill.
fucking 2 hours in kindergarten. Yes, keep going.
Yeah. Hey,
Follow
we
us
love
in
you
the-
guys.
Follow us in the social media outlets you see down there at the corner.
Thanks to Side Hustle for having us out.
Thank you,
Hell
Side
yeah.
Hustle.
Yeah, thanks
Make
for
sure you
coming
follow these
over.
boys and keep up with their new music and all that shit they got going on.
This has been an absolute blast for us.
Fuck yeah. We'll see you guys next week.
Rock and roll, dude.
We'll be here again soon.
Adios.
For sure.
Next week. Not really. Not really. Not really.